What's up, guys? I was going to start already and just like make Jim edit this from the get-go. I need to wear these two. Can you guys hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're back for another Rowdy Racing podcast. I think we're going to officially call this Bash Days. The Bash Days podcast, because we got a lot of shit to talk on this one. And we're going to start with the cash out is the one in October, right?
I believe so.
What is it?
The cash out.
It's not the cash out. It's
called
They come.
There's the cash out and the come up.
The come up is the one. I thought it's the one with the rules, right?
I'm not sure which the.
I don't know.
I think the shit.
October 29th is the come up.
The come up. Okay, so the come up.
All right.
We'll talk about that. It's going to be a $250,000 payout. He took $256,000 in entries, and then changed the rules after taking $250,000 worth of lock-ins. He changed the rules from external weights.
No external weight, right?
No external weight,
And
and
then all of a sudden he adds in the wing and the deck lid are considered external weight,
right.
which is ridiculous. And how are you gonna? What if someone's got an aluminum wing and it's 14 ounces more than the carbon wing?
Right.
Does he have an advantage now?
Technically,
Apparently he can't. He's not allowed because it's weighted. Any weighted wing, right? Well, every wing fucking weighs something, doesn't it?
Any wing that isn't like a stock dimension wing,
Okay.
but Gwynn's wing is stock dimensions, but it's just quarter inch thick.
The thing is, you fucking take people's lock-ins on something. What are you fucking doing? Why are you changing? And this brings up a bigger topic, really, is no prep racing in basically the whole country right now is. It's all newer, right? Mm-hmm. It's insanely popular and gaining popularity, which brings out good and bad promoters and people that are just jumping on the train.
Right.
Which I'm not trying to talk too much shit about anybody. I'm just saying that changing a rule in there out of nowhere, like the whole thing with fucking road prep, it's supposed to be an extension of the streets.
Right.
It's supposed to be street racing motherfuckers that ain't fucking scared of nothing, but they have a better, safer platform where you can go and have people come and watch. Cool. We're gonna go safer. That's it. The street racers are supposed to be fucking gangsters, right?
Yep.
Ain't scared of nothing. Walk out with a 28 in your car and say, I don't give a fuck. What do you got? I'll run your shit.
It's supposed to be minimal rules.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like all of a sudden it's like, oh, this fucking guy's got a bar hanging off his back. Okay. And he's also, the guy that started that is also one of the baddest motherfuckers to ever live on with no bar hanging off the back of his car. So, and I would still say, line up next to me then.
Yep.
I don't care what the fuck you got. We got it too. Get it down the fucking road. It's so insane to me that they would do that.
I get it from a safety standpoint. Like if you got like 45-pound, weights hanging off and they're shitty welded on, well, yeah, they have that. But like you get guys like Gwyn who take a wing and just build steel plates around it so it's heavier, and it's stock dimensions, stock width, stock height. It's just thicker and weighs a fuck ton more. Some people could say
it's just not made with carbon.
Some people could say it's a disadvantage because he's adding weight to his car, right? So what's the point
it's
on that?
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
What's your take on that?
And there is the whole safety thing is stupid. If it doesn't come out there with some bullshit on it, like most people in the racing community, they fucking are. They work on their own vehicles. They do their own fucking fabs. Right. So they're gonna walk by a piece of shit and see a piece of shit, right? Yep. That's the only part you could really be like, man, I don't know. It's fucking held on with a fucking cotter pin, that's fucking not made to hold a utility trailer in the back of a truck.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like I welded it.
Yeah, it looks like exactly. So like you go over there, like you can if you're not fucking touching Gwynn's wing. You got no fucking clue what it is because it looks like carbon fiber. Actually, it's done right.
Yep.
And that's not the only one. The Butthurt bar is done correctly. It's not coming off the car.
Yep.
So What do you fucking have to? And listen, doors pop off of cars, and you should run that fucking race still. You know, there's a lot of things that happen. It's fucking supposed to be street racers, supposed to be fucking real motherfuckers. The problem is it's getting saturated with what I'd like to call a track fag.
Yep.
Track fags are ruining fucking everything. And they need to go back to do their fucking bullshit at the track that they were too slow to do anyway. And they're too fucking slow to compete with these fucking guys. They need to shut the fuck up and go back to doing their own bullshit and get raped by them instead of by us. How about that?
Yeah, go jump into your heads up. 550, just don't break out.
Yeah,
No
what the
prep,
fuck?
no time.
Go back to your fucking heads up, whatever you want to call heads the fuck up when you have a fucking index on it. But apparently, go back to that bullshit and and have fun doing that because you don't fucking belong.
Yep.
If you have a problem with someone having a wing that is made out of steel instead of fucking carbon fiber, you're a bitch. If you have a problem with someone having weight hanging off the back of their car like the butthurt bar, you're a bitch. So go back to being a bitch with all the rest of the bitches. You got the rest of your life to be a bitch. Stop. Why don't you take today the fuck off? You know what I mean? I don't understand. It's fucking insane to me.
Shit.
And you know what? These promoters need to fucking step the fuck up and tell people to go fuck themselves when they don't. Because fuck them. You got 200. You got more than you need to pay out in fucking money already. And you should be, for one, you should be paying that the fuck out. I don't care if there's 300 fucking entries. You better give 300,000 out. No, I don't care if it's fucking advertised 250. That's insane. Different topic. But you've already have all this fucking money collected, all this bullshit, and then you're gonna change the rules. You're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch.
Circle back on that track thing, ruin the rules, and the index race. We did our last one, and Gene won the last 650 race, Buffalo over Syracuse.
Yep.
And the guy he was racing, they were both breaking out all day, so they had to jam the brakes. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
because it's gay and they do gay shit. But it is fun at least to get a little something action going around.
Yeah, but so here's the thing: they both go, and they're both going way too fast. And you see them both wad the brakes.
Yeah.
And Gene just hammers his brakes a little harder, and white smoke comes off the brakes. You know, slowing down. Gene runs 650 on a number. The guy he's racing runs 645.
Okay.
Guy comes back up, and he's like, he's disqualified, right? I'm like, wow, he
Wait,
went.
the loser said the Gene's disqualified?
Yeah, and I'm like, no.
Okay.
I'm like, no, wow, he went 650, you went 45, you're disqualified. And he's like, yeah, but you see all the white smoke come off the front tires? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's an NHRA disqualification. That's excessive braking. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Excessive braking?
I'm like, that's a rule? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's unsafe to the other driver. I'm like, so you're mad you got
So, hang
gapped
on.
in an index race?
Excessive braking in an index race. That's like getting a blowjob and saying you went past the 3-inch mark. It's fucking gay either way. What are you talking about? You're still sucking a dick, motherfucker.
Not so deep. I have a boyfriend.
No, excuse me. 3 inches only. Don't take the last inch. I mean, what? Like, what the fuck?
Last inches for Jesus.
He braked too hard. Oh my god! This is what track fag.
Yep.
Another track fag.
Yep.
Stay there. All right. Just please stay there. And when we have no prep events, stay home. Okay. Or you can come and watch and know what men look like. All right. Fucking homos.
Maybe he likes that.
Ooh,
I'm sure he does.
definitely.
I'm sure he would love to look at all the men. God damn, boy.
That's excessive acceleration.
Yeah, listen, excessive wheelie. You're out.
We're watching, anybody obviously listening can't see what we're watching. We're watching Radio vs. the World, Ultra Street.
Yeah, well, that fucking Trans Am just excessively wheelied. He's out.
That's dangerous to the other driver.
That was dangerous. The other driver could have died. Okay.
Anybody else got anything to say about the promoters changing the rules? Anybody in the background there?
I mean, I agree with Lure on pretty much all of it. The whole deal was you were supposed to be coming from the street. It was supposed to be something to get us retard street racers off the street.
Scumbag street
Scumbag
racers.
street racers. Hashtag.
Fuck Mike Kozlowski, by the way. Or Tony Kozlowski, one of the two. Yeah, fuck them both.
You don't even know. That's
Copyright,
good.
trademark, patent, scumbag.
But no, there should not be
Mike
rules
Kozlowski, sorry.
on the no prep. It's you put a tire rule on it, just like we put a tire rule on a street. It's for street racers. And at that point, if someone wants to show up with a fucking pro modern race, he should be able to race it because we don't think he's gonna hook, so
Right.
we're gonna race him.
You don't
Just
care
like-
if he hooks. If he hooks, he's better than us.
Yeah.
Okay?
He
It's fucking that simple.
if
It's
he
so
hooked, he
annoying.
did his homework and figured it out.
Yeah.
and that's the problem is
So people cried about Bill Lutz. Bill being at fucking, at whatever the fuck it's called. Fuck. Dig or Die.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, I remember
Who cares?
that. Yep.
Well, well, I guess Gwyn would have a legitimate bitch because he got kicked out for having a fucking bolt-on front end. It was like, that's not the rules, but okay. So like that was, it's ridiculous. But other than that, they let this thing in. You know what? People were crying about it. Like, well, guess what? He's got a 28 on it. What are you fucking worried about?
Yep.
It's the worst surface in the world. If you get beat by that dude, you're a fucking clown anyway.
Yep.
Like, it's just insane.
Like the airport race.
Yeah.
Racing in a sand pit.
It's the same thing, basically, down in North Carolina. That fucking race is the same fucking thing as that was. It's awful.
Yeah.
So race whoever. Who gives a fuck?
I think Digger Die's probably worse in West Virginia. Isn't
I've
it?
never been a digger die, so I don't know. But I just know the pictures I've seen look pretty much just like that.
Yeah, I mean West Virginia. The West Virginia race was fun down at Berkeley Springs.
Yeah.
That's a good time, but what was Limpy saying when we were there? The right lane was a half second slower than the left lane, and then they had a cash days there last weekend. Me and Mike were talking about this the other day, and whatever his name is that puts those races on, Dwayne or whatever, he was saying the right lane again was 3/10 slower. So that the left lane over there, I mean, it's two different worlds, and they're 10 feet apart from each other. So
Yeah,
That's kind of frustrating because it ends up coming down to a coin flip.
yep, yeah. We
It's not
lost.
racing anymore.
We lost the finals on the coin flip. That's what that was.
Yeah, it's
You know.
racing.
But on the plus side of no prep racing, that was the come up. We're going to the cash out in November, the 19th and the 20th, down in South Kakalaki. That's going to be 64 cars. I think it's 25,000 to win. It's going to be a big one. They got both the Hoskinsons going. Chief's bringing Jackie's car. Who else is going? The Nerds going. A lot of big names are going to that one. So that'll be a fun time. So I mean, and Corey messaged me a lot, and he was upset with the guy that hosts the come up, and he was like, he took in $256K and he's only paying out $240, and on top of that, if they get $10,000 or 10,000 people spectating, which if you're getting $250,000, you're gonna get that.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of people spectating.
At $20 a gate a person, you're getting 200. You're getting 200 grand on top of it.
Right.
And you only got to pay the track $8,000 for the weekend. Like you're banking out. I'm a little jealous on that one, not gonna lie, but it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
you make your money.
I mean, we did the fucking math on what we could have made if we rented the track and shit.
Yeah.
But it's not what we're in for.
But
That's the thing.
you make your money on the gate, not the racers.
Exactly. It's insane to take $1,000 a racer. I mean, you're literally putting nothing on top. Like
Yeah.
you did exactly opposite of what we did.
Actually, they're taking off the top.
Yeah, so they're stealing money basically. So like, we're gonna it's $250,000, okay, but there's 300 fucking I don't know, there's like 6,000 more right now, but whatever. You're just taking that? No, you should. What are you talking about? That's insanity.
16,000.
That should
more, yeah.
all be, and you should probably put something on top of it because like you're gonna make an ass load at the gate.
Plus, they're charging vendor spots.
Of course, they're making a fucking shit ton.
That's a
And I get it.
That's
That's
$1 million
what you're
event.
in it for.
race,
That's what you're in it for. But your racers, I mean, man, I don't know. My mouth is fucking dirty as fuck thinking about that. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, I have a bad taste in my mouth. That's what I meant. That's what
My
I
mouth's
meant.
dirty.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it
you
is
got a
fucking
dirty
dirty. I
mouth, boy.
definitely eat disgusting crotch at all times.
We were talking about it the other
Mostly
day.
male.
It's only dirty for 3 inches.
Laura's dirty mouth.
I have a dirty
Yeah,
mouth.
That was it.
What were we talking
Yeah.
about, Chubby Jimbo?
Oh, what would we do with the extra?
Oh, so me and Jim were talking about this yesterday. That's actually a good idea.
Oh, okay.
So let's say we are welcome back to Eston next year, which I think we will be.
I can't imagine we wouldn't be.
Right. So let's say we did this. Let's say we did another $10,000 race, or even we could probably get away with 64. Honestly, we were pretty
absolutely
efficient.
we
So
could.
if we had a
It's only one more round. It's another an hour and a half, 2 hours.
So if we had same thing, $20,000 payout, and then we told Esta, hey, we want to take 20% of the gate, and let's say we only get 1,000 people. 1,000 people times $20 a piece,
It's $20,000.
$20,000. So if we take 20%,
We get two grand.
we get $4 grand.
Yeah, because I'm dumb. So that's why
We get
that
$4
works
grand.
out.
But we publicize half of that 20%. So we'll say, 10% of the gate is going to be donated on behalf of Rowdy Racing and
To the
Esta.
racers.
No,
No.
because they get their
Okay.
pay anyways.
Okay, so
We'll
what?
be like half is like donated to like the SPCA or
Okay.
this foundation or that fund. Like it's almost a
You ever
how
heard
could
of,
you say
the
no?
Jared Lure Likes Going Fast Foundation?
I have, but
That's a great one. We should probably support.
the Tie Ranger needs a rebuild foundations in front of that one.
S10 on
Son of a
jack
bitch.
stands.
I'm hungry.
Can I get a taco at least?
Oh, I'll get you a taco.
All right, taco's good.
But
That's
I
fine.
think- I
work
think-
for tacos.
I think how could they say no to something like that? You know. Plus, it gives us stupid publicity.
Yeah, I'm
In
down.
my
with-
opinion.
Listen, I don't. Obviously, we didn't make a fucking dime off what we just did over there anyway, and it's not what we're here for. But if there's extra money out there, it was cool. Yeah.
Well-
and if we're gonna give it to someone else, then that's even better. And then we, I don't feel so bad taking money.
The thing is, though, it's like if you go to any state, any track, any airport, any whatever, promoters are making money.
Oh, they're making stupid money. We know that.
We don't.
If they allowed us to fucking, I mean, they might, whoever. If we were able to fucking rent that track, the track doesn't cost shit to rent.
Yeah.
If they allowed us to do that, we'd fucking make a killing. Especially after how good this one turned out. We'd make a fucking killing. But I don't think, I mean, that's not really what I'm here for. I love it. I love to do it. And if I make a little money doing it, cool, but it's not really my thing. So,
Right.
whatever. But yeah, I mean, after what we just did over there, I'm sure they're not going to be like, yeah, no problem. You can rent it from us. You know what I mean? Because we just made them a shit ton of money on a day they would never. They would never, we wouldn't even have been open. And if they did, they would have made nothing.
Oh yeah, I just think like, Jim. So like Jim, he does like all the he makes the media and shit for us, and I post and advertise. But to make those flyers and posters, that Adobe subscription.
Oh, you don't have to convince me
No, I'm just
we
saying.
deserve money.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay?
I'm
You
just,
don't have to convince
I'm just saying
me.
that costs $55 a month
Right.
for Jim,
Right.
and then his time invested, my time invested, your time standing in the
Right.
fucking burning sun all day. I'm making these guys run around with cameras. And,
Right. No, I'm
you know
not.
what I mean?
Listen, you don't have to convince me you deserve it. I'm just saying that to me, it's whatever. If we can, we can. If I'm not here for that, though.
No, I know. I'm
You know what I
not.
mean?
I'm not either. I just think that
Yeah.
it would be.
No, I mean, listen, like I said, we could go. I don't know about how big we could get right now, but right for the next couple of years, we could definitely get a couple different tracks doing things if that's what we wanted to do, and we could make a good amount of money doing it. We got to have the money to put down, which it's fine. We got it.
Yep.
No big deal. But if it's $5,000 to do something, and we know we're going to make the money back, we could definitely do that if that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like we should just do another one. Maybe that idea. And I like that idea, honestly.
Yep.
Do that, and we'll see how that goes. And if this one blows the fuck out of proportion, am I breathing heavy or something?
I don't know what that
That
is.
was loud.
I'm not sure what that noise is. I think it's.
But if that one blows out of proportion for some reason, it's like what we want to do. Then fuck it, we'll start going bigger. We'll go to. I mean, the guy at Beaver Springs down in PA fucking loves me. He runs his own no preps there anyway, but we might be able to do one with him or something. We could do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, we had to get our feet wet to see how good we were at it, and obviously we were gonna.
Obviously, we fucking nailed it.
Yep.
Like, I don't want to like slap myself on the back, but David Crossman me right now, motherfucker. Smack myself right on the motherfucking back as much as I can, because goddamn.
Speaking of Esta, they posted a flyer last night. They're gonna do their own bracket bullshit on Halloween Day. But me and Gene were talking. Gene messaged me last night, and he said, "What do you think about doing a shootout at Esta that day? It'd be a prepped shootout, obviously." But I said, "Yeah." I said, "We do something small tire, $200 buy-in. Whoever shows up. No lock-ins. If you want to race, just show up, and
Right.
it'll be 100% payback, and we'll run it. Fuck it. Who cares?
Cool.
We can do 400 pro tree. That way, we're not.
Right, you don't got to deal with all that.
You don't got to deal with the shit.
And you know what? If it's going to be a prep track event anyway, fuck the whole me
Yeah.
being in the middle thing. There's
Yeah.
no reason for that.
Yeah, we're not
It's
doing-
not street
we're not
anymore.
doing a street
it's
race,
just a
yeah.
shootout.
Yep, exactly.
Right. No. It'd be fun just to go and not have to do that.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
honest with you.
just be able to watch
Just to
for
be
a
able to
change.
watch and show and help Mike because he's going to go there and win it.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. That'd be nice though, because at cash days we're so busy working that we can't.
Right,
we don't
I
have
can't,
time to enjoy it.
literally can't even help. I mean, I help every day on that fucking car.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh god, like every time it's up there, I'm like, don't do that. Okay, I'm like critiquing like for no reason, like oh you fucking. But it's my baby.
I know.
It's my little baby right. That's my project right there. I love that thing.
Yeah.
You
You guys all back gonna say something at all? You guys just chilling? We got
someone going to give me a reach around.
we got Nick Moore here. Nick Moore with the Elmo Camaro, Mr. Worldwide.
Tickle
Nick-
me, Felmo over here.
Nick Butler, the king of the street. Gap Daryl Coleman.
No. That's Brandon DeSanta. Please, no.
Hold on. No.
Boy. Oh boy.
Technically, the king of the street is a Tesla.
Ooh, that was dirty. So, come up here, Nick Butler. Tell us that story. I haven't heard the story yet. Come tell me the story.
That story? Oh, that's the one time I got
over here.
absolutely
Come to Clint's.
terribly gapped.
Come to Clint's microphone.
Station? Oh, okay,
I'll
sorry,
give you
Lord.
the headset and everything.
I love you, but
We're gonna make it official.
the one time I lose, I got to brag to everybody. Damn it. All right. Humble
Nick,
yourself.
before you tell us that story, how did it feel to watch Chris Tabor drive out of your life
Oh my
on two
God.
fucking wheels?
I felt so bad when I drew the chat. I'm like, 6? Tabor, 6? But
I look
oh,
over,
no.
I'm like, oh no, little buddy, you're gonna get gapped, son.
That was terrible. Well, I mean, on one hand, I knew from like the get-go that I had a good pass under my belt anyways.
Yeah.
But seeing Tabor actually just pull away and then continue to pull away while on two wheels and then continue to pull away, and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this because it's pretty awesome, but I mean,
I know
damn,
exactly
all right.
what you mean.
First
'cause
round duck, yes. I
The
did
first that like streetcar shit they had like 6 years ago or 4 years ago
Yep.
when I had my car running, I ended up facing Gwyn second round or no. It was quarterfinals, right? Or no, it was I'm sorry. It was in they had what's it called? Test passes. So it was like a the fuck?
Excuse me for 1 second.
Hang on, everybody.
Technical difficulties.
It was qualifying. So I forgot because the track fucking bullshit. There's qualifying. So we do a qualifying thing, and the second run in of qualifying, I line up next just for fate had it. I line up next to Gwyn. Well, I line up next to Gwyn's Chevelle with the fucking 908 and fucking 5 fucking kits on it.
Big small block.
Yeah, the really big small block. And I have my really small big block that with 2 kits. I actually only had 1 kit on it. And I got fucking absolute. I made a good pass and everything, and it was just like wow, watching that thing just walk away from me. Like,
Yes.
I was like, wow, I'm getting gapped right now. This is awful, but I was like, that's kind of cool to look at. Though.
Yeah, it was a weird feeling.
It makes like a car that scares you when you're on the street with it. Like it makes you feel like you're in you're fucking using your feet like a Flintstone to doing it. I'm like, oh my god, he's just pulling me like I'm not fucking here. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. So I get what you mean. It's cool to see, but it kind of sucks because you get smacked.
Yeah. No, that
Closer.
night
Get
I
closer
fixed
to the
out.
mic.
No, closer. I gotta like
There you go. Here.
mouth it.
Yeah, just suck it. Just
That
touch
night I fixed
Like
my
that.
dash cam, and I do everything in the wrong fucking order anyways. But I was like, well, the next time I race somebody fast, I'll have this thing actually working, and then I'll send the link to lure, and he'll be happy.
it. Yeah.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I didn't see a fucking thing because my eyes were glued shut. Thanks.
Oh, I felt so bad.
Yeah, thanks, Nick Moore. Nick tried to kill him, but it didn't
I'm
work.
sorry.
Valiant effort though.
Mouth.
We have a good handful of hours
Closer to the mic, dude.
of amazing footage
No?
over
Okay.
this season.
What's
And I
that?
think that last 3 seconds. Who was that? Was that you, Mercedes? Did you get that? Of that prep going into your... That was like a Hail Mary.
No, it was like my Saturday night with Mary, actually.
The perfect spot. Good time.
Everybody doing that. And I'm pretty sure Ty pouring those shots sounded exactly like somebody taking.
I like left lane for $1. Who wants it?
All right, so Nick, tell us this Tesla Plaid
right, bet.
story.
Oh, the Tesla. All right, I'll tell it from the beginning. So I'm in bed. It's like 11:30.
All right, hang on. I'm hard now. Go ahead.
Yes, all right, good. So, yeah, it was like 11:30 or midnight or something like that, and Steve messaged me on Facebook, and he was like, yo, we've got a Lamborghini in the parking lot, and we need somebody to race it. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm fucking watching stupid bullshit on YouTube trying to fall asleep, but all right, I'll come out.
Fuck you, I'm watching Clint get blinded on YouTube right now.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
So I decided, I was like, well, you know what? It's almost the end of the season. Like, there's only so many weekends you can get in. So I was like, all right, hop in the car, drive out. The guy drove his Lamborghini home, came back in a Tesla Plaid, which sucked. Because just
Sucked.
Was it Mike? Was it Mike Breen?
I don't even. No, it wasn't him. It was some other.
Did he have a-
also rich
It
person.
was another Breen.
Yeah.
It was
It was
another
his
breed.
son.
It was his
It was
clone.
Mike Breen Jr.
Yeah, it was Mike Breen make a wish.
Was he bald? Oh.
Wow.
What? What happened?
All right, go on to chlorophyll.
So he came back with a Tesla
Chlorophyll.
Plaid, and it's
Well, that
for
Borophyll.
those who don't know, Borophyll.
All right, those who don't know, I'm sorry.
It's like a mid-low 9-second car on the street on
Stock?
the track. Yeah, stock.
What the fuck are you gonna do to it?
All-wheel drive. There's no. Yeah, so I was like, well, I can't
what?
do anything to this.
What
Like,
What do you do?
like
to
I'm
a Tesla?
sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
What
I
do you
don't
mean
know.
stock?
I'm not from around here.
Put some more batteries in it, I
amps and a
guess.
kicker in the back.
Wait, hang on. So how do you like?
Don't let that bitch hit 12.
Let's think about this. Is that stock?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
That is stock.
Go ahead. Make,
950s.
make fun of Lure now, Nick. Or
The
Kyle,
record
you
is
prick.
908.
What?
908 is the record.
$160,000 car.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fucking gay.
So yeah, well that's what I was thinking. So I was like, I can't race this.
Anybody
like,
got a gun I can eat? Or...
So I was like, I understand why you drove your Lamborghini home to get a Tesla. Good for you.
Yeah,
Nice,
give me that
all right.
fucking thing.
But I'm like, I can't put up any money against this. So I was like, so eventually he came back after a whole lot of shit talk from Clint. Good job, by the way.
I defended you.
Oh yeah, for like 10 minutes
Oh,
straight.
was he a prick?
Fantastic.
Was he a prick?
A fantastic prick.
I told him,
It was great.
Fantastic perk.
Lots of things we can't. Yes.
and he wasn't street, and then we shook hands.
Yeah.
No.
So we
one
ended up
heard you,
racing just
Clint.
for
That's
fun, and I did a monster John Force burnout. Afterwards, I found out that there were cords showing on my tires. I have a list of excuses. But
I
it
think
did
we need
this
to call that a
fucking.
Mike Gwynn burnout from now on.
All right, that'll work. Yeah,
he
but I
does
did-
the longest I've ever seen.
yeah, it was terrible. I did this big
Consistently.
burnout, and I was like, well, maybe this will help, and I didn't. I just sat there and I spun when I launched, and I looked over and he had a car full of people. And he was like, well, I'll give you the hit and a car. And I was like, well, I know I'm going to get fucked up now.
Yeah,
So he was
right.
like, oh, this
Yeah.
is terrible.
He raced you with people in the car?
Yes.
That's dirty, but I like
know.
it.
But I was like,
If I was track, I wouldn't allow that.
That's excessive cargo.
that's right, yeah. That's dangerous.
That's not way too many people.
Make-
That's 1 versus 4. It's not fair.
yeah, I know.
No,
that extra foot
disqualification.
He could kick out of the come up like that.
Yeah, the come up would be like, no, sir, that is extra weight.
That's a plaid? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to make a terrible joke. I'm not going to.
I bet.
So he, yeah, so I mean, even with a good launch, he was going to pull me by a couple cars anyways, but he pulled me by many, many cars.
Oh boy.
So that was fun. So it was, I mean, I don't regret it because it was, I mean, there aren't many out there anyways, and it was still fun. Like,
I
even if
don't
you lose, I'm
regret.
still
I don't
fucking-
regret any race.
Yeah.
Was
so
your-
it
was it a-
was
I've
good.
been gapped plenty of times, dude.
Was it a quarter mile race or 8th mile race?
How many
It was
straws do
a
I
quarter.
need?
Like,
I
he
got
beat
one
me by a
mouth.
good, like, 7 cars,
The
probably.
fuck
It
is
was terrible.
happening?
I got to differentiate you guys' drink.
Oh, one mouth, motherfucker.
Did you know? Try this real quick.
Bruno?
Not to interrupt you. Try this real quick. Take your drink.
Okay.
Take one straw out.
One straw out.
Yep.
Okay, hang on.
Now put both straws in your mouth, but leave that one out of the drink. Now try to drink that drink. Doesn't work. Did you get some?
Very little bit, but yeah. But yes. That's, you know why? Because I suck like a champion.
Strong lungs.
The first 3 inches. Last inch is gay.
No, yeah. Fuck, are you kidding me? You gotta keep that last inch out. Inch and a quarter to be safe, really.
All right, so you raced the Tesla Plaid. You got your fucking.
Oh, we're.
Dick kicked in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was,
a gay conversation. I'm sorry.
No, well,
it is now.
Sorry.
so you got your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
Now, what was Clint saying that was so magnificent on trash talking?
Oh God, I don't know. Pick anything.
I said a lot of things. There were some slurs that I won't repeat, and then I told him he wasn't street.
Which is the worst thing. That's worse than anything else.
Is that the worst thing you
Anything
said?
Yeah, Clint, that's a
No,
real
not by
fucking
far.
zinger.
You can call.
Fucking nailed it, guy.
I told him.
You're not street.
Yeah.
Well, you showed the street race, so until you're not street, you're probably gonna be
He's like,
offended.
this
That
fucking,
guy wasn't.
this short ape walking little fuck just said that I'm not street.
Dude's
I'm
got 4
hurt.
cars in a Tesla.
Old ladies
Plaid.
fainting.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's got a Lambo and a Tesla Plaid.
That dude just got his dick sucked when he switched cars by a fucking underwear model. He gives a fuck what Clint says.
Might not be street.
You're not street. No, I'm not actually.
I'm rich.
He may not be street. He may not be street, but he's faster than Clint.
Oh.
Goddamn, it's true too.
Let's bring up the fact that I've been faster
Hey, get closer
on
to
a
the
slip
fucking mic,
and
dummy.
spooky than Matt Cruz has.
Well,
Ooh.
he hadn't, but
Well, to be fair, Matt Cruz
Alright.
didn't drive that day. He
To be
probably-
fair.
He also probably would have tried using a trans brake in second.
Oh.
Yeah,
Clint
to,
also
be,
has
to be fair, you can't even race the cars. You're a fucking idiot.
he has 47 draggy passes saved up for
Awesome.
future use anyways.
Oh yeah.
I went faster than somebody that's never ran the track in their own car. I'm cool.
And 550.
You guys see that 60 foot?
Shit. All right.
Clint's like, I'm about to go 1-2 to the 60-foot if I leave 3/10 fucking fast before the fucking light comes on.
How come all your draggy passes are only like 200 yards? Well, the first 100 it's flying, then it's rolling down the road.
Because the first 3 inches are gay. That's why.
Because you can't take the last inch.
It's because I'm rich and humble and you're slow and broke.
Oh my god.
I'm rich and humble.
I'm rich and humble. You broke.
I'm
fuck.
rich and humble, you broke piece of shit. Fucking loser.
Poor bastard.
I'm humble, you loser.
All right, take these.
Still leaking or whatever?
It's just leaking from the fucking dipstick.
What? Oh, I
Shut
thought you-
up.
I thought Clint broke.
No one cares about your dipstick, Jimmy.
How the frick
Hey.
would I break
What are we
it?
doing? Oh, we're doing a
Hey.
shot? We're doing a fucking
Well,
shot
you're
right
trying to
now?
plant third.
I'm taking one. Give me that fucking.
No,
Give
Nick,
one
if
to
you understood
Cruz. Give one to
transmission,
Cruz. Give one to
it didn't
Cruz,
engage
Cruz,
ever.
Cruz.
It didn't even
Give
attempt
one to
engage.
Yeah, but if you
Spooches.
watch the
Spooches,
video, you're trying to pump it in a
motherfucker.
nitrous car.
Spooky season. There you go.
No. I
Nick
held
Moore,
the
you got
brake
one?
And I pushed through the brake.
Everybody have one? Lure, you got one?
There was nothing to
Right
push
here,
through.
right?
There's.
That's
Everybody
what
got
I'm
one?
saying.
There wasn't much
There
brake.
was nothing to push through.
Well, I'm just gonna.
No.
All right,
I
spooky season,
foot braked it on top
motherfuckers.
of that brake.
Shut up, Clint. You're a fag. Just being honest. You little fucking orangutan fuck. You ever watch a video of him walking around the back of the car in
Yeah.
a cash? He's looking like a fucking orangutan.
Walking, I was sprinting.
Bro, his arms weigh like 75 pounds.
It fucking looks like they weigh 300. He can't even fucking pick them up.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's got rubber. on his knuckles.
Your arms would be kicked out of the come up for sure.
Yeah, they're way too heavy. The come up says, no, you're not allowed. Don't put your arms in here, boy.
We're gonna cheers to this no prep though. We did, boys. Congratulations. Good work. Good work. Steal some more money next time, right?
Yeah, fucking dabble. What are you doing? There we go.
Oh, God. I forgot that you do minty shit.
Oh yeah. Keep your glass in front of you.
Yeah.
Keep it in front of
Touch my goddamn glass, goddammit.
Is that all you have left?
you. No, but it's close.
Whew.
Can I bring something
It's
up?
3:18. I'm fucking
Can you-
lit.
Earlier, I forgot.
Can you bring something up?
Jesus.
Yeah, switch spots with Nick Butler.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't switch spots. Y'all can suck a dick. Like, there's only 3 inches of this big old 4-incher. Because the 4th inch is gay.
Okay.
Hang on. What are you doing? Oh, he's marking the bar for lure spot. Reserved for lure.
or else.
All right, what are you bringing up, Nick? Nick wants to talk about something. Let's listen.
All right, so we were talking about dig or die earlier.
Okay.
We're talking about Bill Lutz.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about buying chips from other people so you can run Bill Lutz and knock him out?
Do what?
Because that's what
Buying
they did.
chips?
Oh yeah, Patches bought someone else's chip to run Bill Lutz so Patches could.
No,
run.
no,
Oh,
that
they
ain't
switch
cool.
chips?
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
No, not Switch chips. They bought it for
Bought it?
$5,000.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
No, I'm being dead serious.
Who the fuck's Patches?
You know the Tesla kid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Want to get Nick Butler?
Patches old hula hand.
Sorry, Nick.
No, Patches is a small black Chevy Turbo Fox body. He's really big
No,
down in North Carolina.
I don't think you should be able to do that shit. That's just stupid as fuck. The whole point of the fucking the draw is it should be random. Like, and I'm not gonna say his name because I still like him and he's a good dude and everything, and we got him anyway. One of our good friends that we race with at Magnolia switched chips before they knew who one of them were. They switched chips to make one guy go before the other, basically, so they could get, because they knew that this car is going to get down, the other car is not, so they're going to get fucking data. Not it's not going to get down, but it's harder to get down. So they're going to get more data off one car to be able to do in the other one. So they switched to the 16th car, which happened to be against us, and he like bragged about it to me and told me he did it, and I was like, fuck, man, really? And I was like, hell, guess what? I got this trip. He was the faster of the two cars by far, and we beat him anyway.
Yep.
And like the thing is, like, I didn't tell Mike anything. I draw from Mike when I'm with him and shit. I didn't tell him nothing. I just like let him go up there and just because I don't want to piss him off and just get it, whatever. But I kind of like lost a little bit for him there. I was like, yeah, I mean, I know what you're trying to do, but you guys are fucking. That's not cool. You're supposed to be randomly drawing, like don't switch chips. It's just gay as fuck.
Well,
But yeah, so that's how I feel about it. She's gay.
The only time I ever wanted to switch trips is when I kept drawing Brad 16 times in a fucking row.
For 5 races.
Your match made in heaven, pal.
Oh, I know.
I have a story on that, but I don't think I'm going to touch topic on it.
Oh boy.
You don't think you'll cross topic?
I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna do it.
So we're in West Virginia. It was me, Jim, and Gwen. We're at the Team New York versus everybody else race, and we raced, and obviously New York lost in the finals by 1 car, and they did a cash days that night. $100 buy-in, 32 cars entered. They threw like $500 on top of it. 3 New York cars entered. Me, Gwyn, Jeff Thomas, and Puniak. So we all go up, and we all draw chips. And I draw a chip, Puniak draws a chip, Jeff Thomas draws a chip, and we're all standing next to each other. And we're like, "What'd you get?" And Puniak's like, "Oh, I got a 7." And I'm like, "What'd you get, Jeff?" He's like, "I got a 5." He's like, "What'd you get?" Look, I'm like, "Oh no, I got a 5 too." And he's like, "Oh fuck." He's like, "See if you can switch with someone." I'm like, "Nah, watch this." And I waited like 2 or 3 people more to draw. Just walked up, drew another chip, dropped the R1 in the bag, and pulled it back out. And the best part is, dude, there was 32 cars. I drew chip number 16. I was like, "Oh, dude, this cannot be any fucking better."
I'm not gonna try and like an act like
Yeah, that's a scumbag
you're
move.
a fucking dirtball. But I fucking love you, so I don't care.
The worst part, everybody from New York.
I'm not trying to try and to make a defense on this, but like I'm kind of to defend you. It was still the whole weekend was built on fucking state versus state.
State versus state, yep.
So like I'm not mad about that. You know what I mean? Like if you don't run your own fucking dude.
Yeah.
Let's fuck it. After the first round, you know what I mean? So fuck it.
Also, all of Team New York left except for us, Pluniak and Jeff.
Right, nah,
and Jeff was
fuck that.
like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll help you do it."
Right,
I can't
yeah.
help Jeff and Gwyn, you know.
No way. It's fucking.
You can't
No,
tell me
and
anything
like
else.
again, you're still a scumbag, but I'm just saying that's funny. That's
Scumbag
wow.
street racer to you.
It's true though. Scumbag street racers.
Hey, you gotta get.
I mean, listen,
you gotta get the advantage any way you can get.
We
it,
don't
alright?
do the whole fucking hustling shit anymore on the street. But I ain't forgot how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm still that same dude that had coffee every race I was at. I had coffee that was not fucking coffee. All right. If I could throw some goddamn water against some tires, I was gonna do it. All right. I can still fucking. I'm the best at it. You know, I can fuck with your race as many times as I want, and what are you gonna do about it?
Or when out of towners used to come, and we set up races amongst each other and throw them on purpose
Absolutely.
for thousands of dollars at a time.
Absolutely.
Maybe Kozlowski was right. Maybe I am a scumbag.
Hey, listen, man, I've done some scummy shit, man. I walked up to well, you know what? In my defense, I'm not going to use names, but there was a girl that wanted to race. Her car was like slower than a motherfucker, and this dude was trying to take advantage of her and bet all this money. And it wasn't a lot, but it was a long time ago. It was like maybe a couple $100. And like a bunch of people had put money on it, and like they needed like $140 left.
This was a while ago.
Wicked long time.
We were
ago.
teenagers still.
Yeah, and this dude fucking comes up to me and he's fucking talking all this shit about he's gonna race this fucking poor girl. They got no fucking clue what's going on. And I'm like, and he had a fucking a V6 Mustang. It wasn't like it was fast, but it was 3 seconds faster than that fucking thing that she had. So I was like, you know what? I'll fucking bet it. So it was actually me and Axenfeld. We split it. We just split whatever it was, like $140, whatever it was. We just said we'll split it. So I go into Dunkin' Donuts because that's where we hung out for all the racing. I went in there and I ordered a large coffee with just water. A large coffee with the top on it, but filled with water. Okay, thanks. Walk over. So now we go to the start. I'm not starting the race. I decided to stay out of it because I bet. Right? I walk over and fucking I'm sitting on my knee talking to the guy. I forget what the fuck I said to him. It was I'm not gonna say who he is. Doesn't matter. I'm talking to him through his window. I bet against him. I'm on my knee next to his car, dumping water all over the front of his tire. All over. And I'm talking. I said something like, watch the light, whatever the fuck it is, get his attention away from what I'm doing. Stand up, walk to the other side of the car, wait for the fucking dude to about to drop his hands and splash the rest of it on his other tire. Bye. Dude blew his clutch up. She fucking runs away from him. So yeah, I'm a scumbag, but he was trying to fucking scumbag her too. She was just trying to race and had like she was broke. She had like $40, and she was using all $40 to bet because she wanted to fucking race. And it wasn't even close. If it was within a couple cars, whatever, you do your thing. That's fucking ridiculous. She was gonna get murked on by 3 fucking seconds.
You're trying to be the advocate of two evils.
Exactly. I was like, you're not gonna do this to this girl, and I'm gonna show you how you do this. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm a scumbag, but it's because I'm a better scumbag than you are. And I won that scumbag off. All right, I won.
Well, I don't.
If they gave rings out for being a scumbag, I would have run out of fingers.
You're the Tom Brady of
I mean, the
scumbags.
Tom Brady of scumbags. You goddamn right.
He was a scumbag white knight.
Yeah, right.
I
Suck
don't.
your dick at least?
No. She's a sweet girl. I wouldn't talk. No, I wouldn't talk about her. She's a good girl.
You know who it is, Jim.
You probably know who it is. She's a good girl.
You do. We'll
She,
talk.
and no, she's never done anything to me.
All right. So we'll recap. We'll recap our trip to West Virginia. So we're
I'm
gonna.
gonna sit back on this one.
I'm gonna start. Yeah, right. I'm gonna start on the way down. Me and Jim stopped at the liquor store. On our way. Hey, Matt Cruz,
Hey, shut up over there, you fucking asshole!
go in that bedroom, bud.
Fat ugly fuck.
Go in the bathroom or something.
The fact that he's married blows my mind.
Close the door, Matt.
and it's not a guy. It doesn't make any sense.
Will you go babysit him? All right, there you go.
You know
So-
that man's a father, right?
And a father, yeah.
Gay.
All good there, Mr. Cruz?
The fuck you say about me being married?
I didn't say anything.
Nothing.
I said that I couldn't. The fact that you were married blows my fucking mind.
Wanna know what else blows your mind?
You?
I have a kid.
We
No,
said
we were
that.
just talking about that.
We just went over that.
I was like, he's not a daddy.
I'm a daddy.
Oh, daddy.
He's a baby daddy.
All right.
Anyway, go
So-
ahead. On with the recap.
Oh, the chlorophyll. We're driving to the liquor store to fucking booze up before we go to Gwen's RV. And I'm going over the rules with Jim.
Excuse me. It's called the Motree home.
Oh, sorry. The old Moultrie home?
Ye
old Moultrie home.
Moultrie
That's my
home.
bad.
Thank you. A little respect on its name, okay?
So I'm reading the rules off for the weekend to Jim, and it's like anybody that has an altercation, bring it to the promoter. There will be no fighting on property, and then quotations, especially Team New York. I was like, LOL. I was like, LOL at David Tabor.
Yeah, LOL deserved.
and then it goes, no weapons on property. And Jim's like, oh, he's like, how you feel about that one? And I'm like, well, he's like, had to leave your pistol home, huh? And I was like, no, it's right here. He's like, dude, we're gonna get kicked out. What's going on? I'm like, will you calm the fuck down? Jesus Christ.
Listen, Jim's too good of a guy sometimes. Too
I know.
good of a guy.
He's the opposite of scumbag. I don't know why he hangs out with us, to
It,
be honest
makes,
with you.
it literally makes no. I think you know what it is. It's the really like the 7 that wants to look like a 10. He's a really good guy. He just wants to look like a saint, so he hangs out with us scumbags. He's like, I'm gonna hang with these fucking losers. I'm gonna look like a fucking saint.
So we get in the old Moultrie home,
Ye old Moultrie home, boy.
and we're driving down, and Jim's up there with Gwen. I'm editing the video.
Mother bottle, baby.
Yep. I'm editing the video
Yeah.
for fucking the no prep.
Right in that thing, he's got a mother bottle of nitrous, 100-pounder, just rolling around. Well, you know,
It is just rolling around.
it's basically rolling around. We try to stop it from rolling around, but it don't really stop.
We got a door wedge on it. We got a door wedge on
You
it.
got a door wedge on it. You got to kind of dodge it when you go to the bathroom.
You do, too.
You know?
I swear to God.
Especially when Mike's driving, because
Yep.
he's a fucking wheeling son of a bitch.
Dude, Mike will drive straight. I'll go up, take a piss. All of a sudden, he'll be like, this shoulder looks good.
Every time.
But we're driving down, and Jim goes to sleep, so I go up front to fucking sit with Mike, so he's got somebody to talk to while he's driving. And he's like, I'm going to pull over, man. I'm getting tired. I'm like, all right. We go to get off an exit. Nothing. Go to get off another exit. Nothing. We get off another exit. There's a little gas station. It's fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to park here. I'm like, do what you got to do. He pulls up to a pump. Extends the whole thing up. Dude,
He's so into extending those fucking
we wake up at
tip-outs out.
9 o'clock. The gas station's backed up to the highway and shit because we're sitting there sleeping. Gwen's like, I'll go in buy a coffee, make it worth their while. Like, they need your $2, bud.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. We're all racing, motherfucker.
So we get down there, and all the teams put together. It was New York, Pennsylvania, Jersey, Florida, a whole bunch of teams. And we park, and $30 boys come up to us. Tabor, Frankie, Raphael.
That's my boy. I'm sorry.
Who's that?
In the left lane. That's an all-motor LS, dude. In that Monty.
What class is it?
I think he was in Ulster Street, right?
Not limited.
235.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's all-motor LS, dude. It's like a bad bitch. It revs to like 90-some 100 fucking RPM.
Yeah.
The dude is like, I don't know. I don't want to make him really old. He's like 60-something, probably. like a 40-year-old son and his wife. We were down there with Gwen, and we were like, we're fucking not eating shit. We were thrashing on his car the whole fucking time. It's just us two. They come over, and I went over and got food one time, but it was like such a long wait, we didn't want to deal with it anymore, so we weren't really fucking eating anything. Right. We had a truck. We didn't have the motor home anymore yet.
Yeah.
She comes over, and she's like, are you boys hungry? I was like, no, you know how we are, and I don't want to take nothing from them. No, we're okay. Like, you guys haven't eaten shit. I'm like, I know, I'm fucking... Whatever. She's like, I got spaghetti. I'm like, all right, yeah, fine. We had like 16 bowls apiece. We had to eat it like a day and a half. We were murdering it. She's like, here, boom. You just take off. That car's fat. Dude, that dude's old as shit. Oh, yeah, that's mean. He's like, it goes,
motor.
Yeah,
it's
all motor, dude.
That's awesome.
And dude, that Monty is fucking clean.
Is it?
You open it, he's got carpet on the ground. Like, it's not like it's light. Dude, that's fucking bad. It's really nice. Those people were nice as hell. And the lady, though, that fed us, she had like a brand new CTSV at the time.
Really?
Like, and she was like, "That's my car." I was like, "All right, man, I get it."
There's always characters in the pits down there.
Oh, dude, it's so
the
fun.
fucking guy with the RV. Remember when the Scotty G's hood blew off? And he stole the scoop.
That was the dude that it was like, man, how long was that? 4 years ago?
That was a while ago. Yeah.
This dude,
What the?
what the fuck is with this weirdo? Dr. DXP Street.
Dr. Love?
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot.
Duck's pal Jim.
This
I
dude,
think so.
this dude
Winkle
comes
Jim.
over and like I was looking for marijuana while I was down there.
He can't walk, supposedly.
No, he supposedly can't walk. He's got a walker. He comes hobbling over.
He had a walker with tennis balls on it. Like, he is legit
yeah.
old man style. I'm like, this poor bastard.
I think he had the brake on it too, just in case he got a little wild. He had to grab the brake, downshift it, hit the Jake brake. He had it all. But that dude comes over and he's telling me, talking about like smoking or whatever. He's like, "Oh, I got this stuff. It's called Old Man something or whatever." I was like, "Oh, is it like what?" He's like, "It's a special blend." I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay." I smoked it. It's fucking tobacco. I'm coughing my brains out. I'm like, "What is this shit?" He's like, "It's like cigarettes." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You're giving it a name? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?" He's like, "Oh, you're looking for the good stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, the fucking good stuff, guy, not this shit." He goes, "Hang on a second." Hobbles his ass back over to the RV. Fucking, gets a little crazy on the way over. Has to hit the brake on the way over. Got a little nutty. 60'd a little too fast there. Fucking red lit. He red lit on his way back over. He hands me this fucking big battery. It's like the size of my fucking hand, and I'm not small. And it with a little tiny cartridge on top of it. He's like, "Smoke this." I'm like, "What the fuck is this thing?" I hit that thing like I know it hit a normal pen. Well, it was like fucking prescription, blah, 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 blah. In a battery that like emulsified the whole fucking cartridge in one hit. I'm puking, basically, almost, on this shit. He's like, "Oh, I should have told you the pen is X amount of hertz or whatever." I don't know how this fucking guy spoke.
It was like four times the normal hit.
It was like 14 times. It was absurd. It was like, this is like a 0.3 is what your fucking thing was, and this does 18, or no, I'm sorry, it was like 8.3. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I guess I'm fucking high. Thanks a lot, guy. And then, like, I don't know, an hour later, Scotty G.
Mind you, this dude is in a, no bullshit. I want to stress the fact this dude is has a walker, and he is carrying this walker. Like, this boy's hurting.
Right, it's fucking, I mean, he's fucking hunched over real bad, grabbing the brake, no jokes, right? All of a sudden, Scotty G come up, big old nitrous 103, whatever the fuck it has, like 102 or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
So he fucking takes off, goes about 80 foot, blows the fucking the hood or the hood scoop off this motherfucker, 80 foot in the air. Everybody running, hits the ground. This motherfucker come out like Usain fucking Bolt, dude. Just fucking, I was like, what the fuck?
He runs in his
This
camper with it.
motherfucker, you know what it was really like? It was like Forrest Gump when he broke out of his fucking braces. This dude just come out of nowhere like, tink, 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 tink. What the fuck is that? This dude got fucking like steel shoes on, motherfucker. Fucking runs over, grabs Scotty G's hood scoop, and runs off like he's gonna steal his hood scoop.
He puts it 3, baby.
He puts it. He puts it in the RV. Lord, he puts it in the RV. He walks out of the RV, grabs his walker again, and starts hobbling back to the
Oh my god! He comes over like the hunchback of fucking Notre Dame, fucking click clacking on the way. Oh my fucking god! I'm crying right now. I can just remember that.
Oh, fuck.
I'm like, Are you this dude? Am I in a theater? Like, what is going on? Is this like fucking? What the hell is that fucking thing with fucking Jim? What the hell is Jim? The funny Jim Carrey, not Jim Carrey. The fucking
Truman Show.
Truman Show. Yeah, is this the fucking Truman Show? Like, are you fucking trying to get my reaction out of that? Are we fucking for real right now? This motherfucker come running off like I'm not even joking, like a triathlete, bro. Just fucking killing it. Hands the fucking thing off, turns around. Fucking Crip again. Fucking Crip walks the fuck over. What in the fuck is going on right? I was crying.
He was saving that.
Dude. And they're like, anybody that is taking pieces of the car, please don't do that.
Duck
He's
had
like, motherfucker.
No, Duck went in his RV and got it, dude. Duck stopped the race. He's like, I know you have it. And he's like, yeah, keeping it for safekeeping over here. Like, you lying fuck.
He's like, I wasn't taking it. I'm like, motherfucker, you stop. You stop your lies, you crippled motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God, dude. I couldn't believe
All right. Anyway, so we get to West Virginia. Oh, fuck. We roll up. It's like 9. It's probably 10 o'clock in the morning at this point. We get out of the RV. We're all in fucking pajama pants. It's 165 degrees already. I'm like, holy motherfuck. Oh. I get out. Frankie Rappa walks over to me. Hey, man, what's going on? I'm like, you fucking drunk already? He's like, yeah, man, fuck, you want a Corona? And I'm like, it's like fucking 10:18. He's like, I saw your Snapchat. You're drinking already. I'm like, you got way of a head start on me, dude. So he goes, I got to tell you something, man. I'm like, what? He goes,
Frankie Rappa. I love that dude.
He goes, we got Pennsylvania first round. I'm like, all right. He's like, we're going to side bet him $5,000. I'm like, all right, we're in. Let us know how much you want. He's like, okay. He goes, I'm going to go over to their pit and talk to him. I'm like, all right, Frankie. He's like, if you see my shirt come off, it means we're fighting. he goes, so watch me, all right? I go, okay. So I get out. I'm pulling Gwen into his fucking pit spot. We drop the trailer door, unwinch the car out. The fucking easy ups aren't even off yet. I do a quick over, look at Frankie. He's in Pennsylvania's pit, shirt off, fucking. I'm like, yo, Mike, I'll be right back.
Welcome to New York, motherfucker.
I'm like, Mike, I'll be right back. He's like, okay, I'll walk over. And he's like, these fucking pussies only want to bet $3,000 instead of $5,000. I'm like, who cares, dude? Like, he's like, yeah, all right. He's like, I should probably stop drinking. Fuck, it was fun as fuck. And then that night, so we did first round, New York versus PA first round. We went 9. There's 10 cars in each team. We went 9-1 against PA. Won the $3,000 that we side bet, and then there was a cash days the first night. But if your team won, you could not enter the cash days.
They didn't say it that way.
But they didn't. No, they said if you lost, which technically Gwyn lost. He was the one lost, unfortunately. Right. But we only lost by literally. Yeah, which I have a picture of it.
On a car with 0 hits on it.
Yeah, 0 hits. Yep.
Yeah. 52 minutes, and I'll put that picture in.
Okay. I go down to cash days and we can't enter because they said we're Team New York. We won. I'm like, all right. So me and Jim and the Tabor boys are hanging out with Limpy all night. We're fucking wadded at this point, dude. And we're getting ready to, it's like semifinals of cash days. And I'm talking to, I think it was David, and there's some fucking black dude down there. He was awesome. He was fucking bullshitting with us the whole time. He's like, y'all got to go to Legs when we leave here. I'm like, Legs? He's like, yeah, Legs. I'm like, what's that? He's like, look it up on your phone. So I look it up. It's a strip club.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
what?
It's the size of like Armory Square. It's huge.
What?
It's humongous. From end to end, the strip club was 44,000 square feet. Yeah.
It's like a Walmart.
You got a fucking
It's
warehouse.
a warehouse full of
Listen,
dude.
My caddy sits 8, so we can fucking go right.
So I was like,
You guys in? Let's
I'm
go.
like, yeah. I'm like,
How
I'm
come
down.
their babies are us is a strip club and ours is a fucking car wash?
We can be there before they close. It's only 3:41. We can be there by 8:30.
We can. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And I'm like, Limpy, you want to go? He's like, boy. I'm like, you wanna go? I'm like, you want to go? He's like, yeah, I'll go with you. And I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, that's the best night of my life. So I'm shotgunning fucking White Claws and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna get fucked up. So I go to Mike and I'm like, dude, finals is almost over. I'm like, we're gonna go to the strip club. You want to go? And Mike's like, I've never been to one. And I'm like, oh my God, we have to go. And he's like, I might be down. I'm like, all right. He's like, I'm kind of tired. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if you don't want to go, I get it. I'm like, we should probably go. Limpy's going. He's like, oh, Limpy's going. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, let's go. He's like, all right. So we look it up, Ends up being a 55-minute drive from the fucking
Fuck
airport.
you.
And I was like, I don't know. And they're all like, nah, we're going to go. And I'm like, Limpy, you want to go still? He's like, it's kind of a long drive, bro. And I'm like, I'll drive. He's like, you'll drive what? I'm like, your car. He's like, you're fucking hammered. And I'm like, you don't have to drive, though. He's like, I drove 22 hours. He's like, 55 minutes isn't shit to me.
He literally was a truck driver before this.
And I'm like, so you don't want to go anymore? He's like, no, I'm not going to go. And I'm like, all right. I tell the Tabor boys, I'm like, you guys going to go? And they're like, no, it's a long drive. And we got to come back here. I'm like, all right. So they leave, and Jim, I get another drink, and Jim and Mike are in fucking bed already, and I go back out, take the golf cart. I think I had a fucking joint wrapped up from somebody. I'm down at the end of the track with a fucking 2 White Claws, a Red Stag, and a joint. I'm down there fucking living my best life.
Sounds like every time I go to the track.
Yeah, dude, by myself too. I'm like, this is what
Me too.
I'm like, this is what Lure must feel like every time.
Every time.
So-
I'm walking around on the track while the dude's prepping it.
Yeah.
I'm like, watch out, dude. What the fuck? I'm like literally high as a kite, doing it all. The dude's prepping it. Like,
So
get the fuck out of the way.
I walk back up, and all of a sudden Jim's standing there, and we ended up having like a fucking golf cart cash days. I lost so much money.
How? That thing's fucking fast.
I won the first race. The first race was for $5.
Oh, okay.
Second race for $10. And this dude had a
They hustled you, son.
it was different.
Oh, okay.
This dude had a turbo RZR. He goes,
Well, that's not fair.
he goes, I'll give you a golf cart and the hit to the 60-foot. And I was like,
Yeah, you're fucked.
I'm like, all right, you got it. He's like, $20. Like, all right. So I line up. I'm like, you give me the hit, right? He's like, yeah. And I'm staging it. And I'm like, dude, you got a flat tire. He's like, what? Looks down, boom, take off. This cocksucker catch me like 18 feet out.
Yeah, those things are gnarly,
Get
dude.
on the 2-step.
But I can't remember where I was going with it. Oh, so the next day, I walk out of the fucking ye old Motri
Ye
home.
old Motri, boy.
It was about 9 a.m. I walk out, fucking Red Stag in hand. What's up, boys? Dave and Chris Tabor walk over. Chris Tabor's in pain. He's hung over his shit. Dave Tabor's like, oh, man, you fucking should have seen all the fucking shit last night. I'm like, where? He's like, at the strip club. I'm like, you fucking cocksuckers went? He's like, yeah, man, like, ended up being like 5 minutes from our hotel. I'm like, you motherfuckers. I'm like, I would have just stayed with you guys.
Right.
So, Chris Tabor's like, you didn't see the pictures? And I'm like, no. He's like, I sent them to the group chat. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go in the group chat and look. Dude, the stripper, apparently some stripper there and Dave Tabor were like hitting it off, like big time.
Dave Tabor has that effect on women normally.
But like, she took his phone number, was like, I'm going to come to the track tomorrow. I'm going to
makes
race with you guys, blah,
sense,
blah, blah. And like, I'm seeing all these screenshots. And then the next thing I know, Dave Tabor pulls his fucking schwanz out at the strip club because she's rubbing her pussy in his face. And he's like, you keep doing that, I'm going to do it back to you. And she said, like, bring it on. And he did it, dude. Fucking bouncers yoked him up. The next picture is Dave. Like, here's the strip club, parking lot, and then it's like grass and it goes on to the woods. Dave's at the fucking cattails pissing.
Yeah.
Pants down to his ankles, just ass cheeks hanging out, flipping off the bouncer in the picture. I'm like,
I fucking love that dude.
love this dude. I'm like, where's Frankie? And Chris is like, oh, Frankie's dead. I'm like, what do you mean Frankie's dead? He's like, go look. And I'm like, where is he? He's like, in the pieces in the back of the fucking Honda. I go look, dude. Frank is fucking naked besides boxers, just like. He gets out. He's like, dude.
I do parties.
He's like, I don't feel good, man. I'm like, you should probably have a fucking Corona, like a little hair of the dog, make you feel better. He's like, no, man, that's probably not a good idea. And I'm like, all right. Walk over to go in. We're getting the car ready and shit. I go draw chips. I walk back. What's Frankie doing? Back in Pennsylvania's pit after they're eliminated.
Talking shit.
Corona in hand, shirt off. I'm like, this motherfucker. I love it.
That's what he does.
And then
He talked mad shit, dude. When we were at Magnolia, when Mike and I were there, when Mike won it, we had to race Perry, who's arguably one of the faster guys in no prep.
yep.
Twin turbo 41X, fucking like 72 Nova maybe.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck. Guys nice and cool. We never had no problems with her or nothing. You know, they like to bet though. We're not real big betters. You know, like Mike will not bet on himself because we just
Yep.
it's a bad omen for us.
Yeah, we saw that down there.
Yeah,
He
we
didn't wanna
just
put
won't
in
do
there,
it. No, he's just like he'll give me money to bet and be like, just don't tell me what's going on. But it's not his thing. So fucking Frankie was down there with us, or not with us, but he was down there, And we go up and like we drop Harry and his whole crew is like, yo, we'll bet whatever you want. I'm like, all right, hang on. Ride over, find fucking Frankie. I'm like, hey man, just if you want to bet, I just want to let you know, if you want to bet, jump on, we'll go over and bet. It's like, against who? I'm like, the fastest dude here.
Right.
I'm like, huh? I'm like, all right, cool. So I fucking, I bring them over there. They end up betting like 1,000 or 1,500 or something. And then he's like, dude, he's like, can you bring me back over to watch it? Him and the video that you see of Mike gapping the ever living fuck out of him from like mid track is where they were sitting. I brought him back over on the thing and dropped him off, and we win. Whatever. I roll over. I push Mike back, and then he unhook and go pick him up to go get his money because he told me his legs were chafing so bad he couldn't walk no more. I was like, yo, just stay here. I'll get you. I rolled all the way down, pick Mike up, push him all the way back, unhook, drive over, and he's like, I was waiting forever. I'm like, come on, dude, jump on. He's like, thanks, dude.
Thanks, dope.
Comes over, he won a lot of money that night, dude. He was killing it.
He brought $200 to West Virginia.
Yeah.
We left. He had $1,900 in his pocket.
Yeah, no, he was betting big down there.
But we,
he's a good dude on top, on top of being funny. He's a good person,
Yeah.
too. I like that dude, for real.
we raced,
Unlike this fag over here.
West Virginia in the finals, and it's 10 cars.
West Virginia in the finals of a race at their home fucking track. And 9 out of the 10 fucking cars, I think, right, got left lane.
7.
7 out of 10. Oh, perfect.
Yep. So
And their home track. Oh, fuck.
So obviously 10 cars, you got to win 6 races. So we were 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4.
Yeah.
If we would have won the last race, would have been 5-5. Then we pick our 2 best that we think to go down to make it the tiebreaker. Mike's up, and
This is on our YouTube, isn't it?
yeah, we do our burnout.
Yeah.
We do our burnout, and Mike's backing up, and he's going to purge, and it won't purge, and his nitrous fuse blew.
Yeah.
So they give us 4 minutes to fix the car. Set the timer, fix it. We had like a minute 30 left on our timer, and then the promoter, we get the car running, purge it, doing our burnout, stops us again, both cars. I'm like, what? He goes, you're racing the wrong car. I'm like, no, we haven't raced yet. He's like, I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about West Virginia. You guys got to race a different car. And we're like, we don't know anything about it. So the spectators for West Virginia are like, you guys already had a 4 minute break. You don't get another one. I'm like, no. I'm like, the event promoter told us to stop. Like, told you guys to stop too. I'm like, they're trying to figure out which car. And he's like, we're at the right car. I'm like, I know, but we didn't say that was the wrong car. And there was this dude there betting all weekend. Little tiny dude, probably Clint's size, probably smaller than Clint actually. Fucking full blown fucking mullet, like a beautiful mullet. But he's talking shit. And he's like, you fucking New York guys, all you fucking are cheaters, blah, 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 blah. Fucking Tabor and Frankie run up to and there's a big barricade between us, between 2 lanes. And
Tyler was there.
who? DeSantis, yeah. So they're all up there talking shit. I'm trying to help Mike out, me and Jeff Thomas. And we get it figured out. And they're like, you fucking New York guys are all fucking cheaters, blah, blah, blah. I turn and look. I walk over to the barricade. And I was like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm jumping this barricade and I'm ripping your fucking ears off your stupid fucking face. You understand me? And Limpy's like,
Oh boy.
I'm like, what's he mad about? I turn and look, literally right here, 6 inches of my face is Limpy's live feed. I'm like, oh no. Sorry about that, boys. So we end up racing. Quinn lost by a headlight. That was a $28,000 payout, plus we side bet. West Virginia $3,000, so 31 grand. But I mean, it was fun. I like team style shit a lot because I like the unity. I like the team New York. I mean, everybody from New York's fucking piece of shit, but
yeah, but we come
together.
You
though.
ain't allowed us. Yeah, that's basically like me with my fat homies. I'm allowed to say fat. You don't be calling my fucking homeboys fat. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't fat, you better stop.
Yep.
So like, I'll beat the fuck out of you, but like I'm not also hold with you if we're on a team.
Yep.
You know, no, that's cool. I'm just joking about that, obviously.
No,
but no, it's a cool it is a cool concept.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I mean, most of the guys from New York we're friends with anyway. You know?
Well, I mean, we're friends with them.
We race them.
The same time, we're we're arguing every weekend
all the
because
time,
we're racing.
right?
Man.
No, exactly. Yeah, but, we keep it
Most of them
racing.
hate us.
You come against us
Yeah,
though.
you keep it racing. No,
Yep.
that's fine. But now we're together. It's fucking share everything you can know and let's
Yep.
do this.
That's how it
and-
was too.
Absolutely, and like to be literally losing in the finals when you have that fucking draw on the lane to
Yep.
the fucking hometown is a win
It's a win on
in
its
itself.
own, yeah, for sure.
Not to, obviously they win. I'm not trying to say not fucking mortal win, but like think about it.
Yep.
You are fucking bad as a motherfucker to get up on that shit. That surface is fucking awful.
It's trash.
Awful. There's every street I've ever been on has been better than that fucking track.
Yep.
Right? So to get on that with these fucking type of cars and go into the finals and literally be 1 fucking inch away from winning the finals is nasty as fuck on their own home fucking turf and their own home track that they are at every weekend.
And on top of that, after that, they did a cash days, which I was telling you about. Gwyn goes to finals
Yeah.
against a West Virginia car.
Yeah.
Again.
Weird.
And we got right lane again.
Got
But
right lane.
by that point, we could pour our own prep at that point. It wasn't water burnout.
Yeah.
We were going 530s at that point.
Right lane, we were.
Yeah, no, he went 539.
Not in the right lane. He went like 6 something.
No, he went 539 in that last pass.
539. It's fucking rolling out there. Holy fuck.
It was fast. It was fast.
Out there, that's fucking. That's
He
got to
went-
be one of
he-
the fastest passes ever made out there.
He went.
I think he was at.
He went 30,
520s
he went. He
maybe?
went 39 because Puniak went 34. Remember, we raced Puniak. We had the draggy, dude.
Hey, whatever.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. He could have went fucking 639. Don't matter. But we ended up racing in the finals again of cash days and lost by a half car. Gwyn got out of shape on the big end,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was a turbo car came around him. It had 20 miles an hour on him easy. You can see
What
the
are you
video.
gonna do? Yeah.
But that car only beat him by half a car.
Half car, yeah.
Yeah.
Gwyn had him for 640 feet.
Right.
You know?
That's what
In
that's
the
what
trash
happens
lane.
sometimes.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That thing is so stupid. So think about that motor. Now it's a big small block, but for nitrous out of a plate on
Yeah.
that, and like
It's an old school build.
when people are like saying, "Oh, like my car went 135 and it's flying," I'm like, "What? Like your twin turbo methanol setup?"
And we went to fucking
I'm not
Cincinnati.
going to try to give away everything, but we've been faster than that.
Yeah, on
You
seven.
know?
On 7.
It's on 7, literally on 7, dude. Like
Remember old Bill made a post about it.
there's a lot of spray,
Yeah.
but still on 7.
Yeah.
Fuck, we damn near won that race against. I'm not trying to talk shit about Tommy. He's a great dude, and his car flies. We beat Tommy on fucking half a motor. It was blowing up on the way down.
With the
He got
fucking-
out of shape. Shit happens. It doesn't matter.
Jim and Gwyn rigged a 1 gallon Folgers can to contain all the oil out of the breather.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, that's the thing though. And that's why people I know obviously us as a whole have made fun of the Hodgkinsons looking really bad, but we've all been around them in person and we've all done had our differences settled.
Yep.
They're awesome fucking people, and to be able to do that with them. And that have them with the following they have talk about how fucking real and how cool the whole setup is with Mike is fucking cool to us, to me at least.
That's awesome, dude.
Those dudes, I respect the fuck out of them dudes. And they fucking help Mike when no one can.
we're not
when I
there,
can't
yeah.
leave, when you guys can't get time off.
That's a big one.
He goes by him fucking self, which obviously and that's what he said when Mr. Hutchinson, the big Bill, said he respects the hell out of Mike and he carries Syracuse on his back. It's true.
Yep.
Who the fuck else?
Who else
It's
is going out
Mike.
there? Nobody else,
It's
yeah.
No,
Mike.
we're all slow.
Mike is Syracuse. You know what I mean? And he's the best one you ever want to be the guy that's going to represent Syracuse. That's him. What in the fuck is this fucking whore doing? Are we fucking for real
There's a
right
chick
now?
on Limited 235 wearing a ballerina costume at the starting line.
Yeah, and it's like
It's like a foo-foo ballerina.
it's like skin tone like fucking onesie.
She glued all the pieces from the fucking Operation game on her. Did you see that?
What?
Is that what it is? Operation?
and
It's
that's-
like
Oh
funny.
my
Doctor, I
god.
get it.
Doctor.
Why is there a fucking? There's a Beetlejuice.
Oh my god, the Jimbo, look at Beetlejuice is there. What the fuck is
What is
this?
happening? Are we fucking for real right now?
Is this the Truman Show again?
Hey, look, there's someone wearing a mask. They're dressed up as a fucking retard.
What we're looking at.
We're looking at Limited 235. We got a truck versus a Mustang, but there's on the starting line. There's a Beetlejuice, a chick dressed as the Operation board game, And the truck got gapped. Weird, because S10s can't handle Mustangs.
Fuck you.
All right, we got Kyle Buck on the horn right here. How you doing, Kyle?
Hey, doing good. Plan B advocate. Thank you for having me.
Stupid camera guy.
Our stupid camera guy. Where'd your wife go?
I don't know. My girlfriend's here today, though.
Oh,
Honey?
honey. Just making sure you're alive over there, Mr. You want a drink or something?
Move the truck.
Want a shot? Want a shot?
Was supposed to wait. I bet.
All right, so we got Kyle. Kyle,
No, it's wet.
we teamed up for the first time with an outsourced media team. We got Infinity Media, which Kyle owns. He's done great photography work, great video work. He's made our cash chase videos much better, taking a lot of burden off Jim, which least stresses him out, which least stresses me out when we're doing the videos. So I thank you, Kyle, for that one. Kyle, this being your
Y'all both stress me out, though.
who?
I don't know. I'm just fucking out.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just lying.
Where is that motherfucker?
He's been waiting hours to say that.
So, Kyle, this being your first year, really, I mean, this is our first year really doing anything. We've done a lot this year.
Yeah.
We did a lot of shootouts.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. Street, no prep. We've done a lot of travel. I mean, you and Mike did a lot of traveling anyways, but
Yeah, I always travel a lot, but I travel a lot this year. I fucking literally use up. Used to work for the state, which, you know, when socialists run shit, you get a lot of time off, you know. So you don't get no money, but man, you get time off and whatever the fuck. But anyway,
so Kyle, this being your first.
I used every goddamn fucking holiday and whatever the fuck I had to go racing this year, and it was fucking awesome. And we've been in, I think, 7 or 8 finals, and we've only won one of them. But we're fucking showing.
We're right there.
Showing the world that you don't want to fuck around with this fucking little ass small block from fucking New York, dude.
The old torque from New York.
The old torque from fucking New York, dude. When the old Motree pulls in, when Big Lou whipping that motherfucker with the spotlight out, looking for where we're gonna park this motherfucker, you better back the fuck up, cause Mike ain't gonna stop. I've been at fucking how many probably 6 races this year where he had the motor completely apart.
Oh yeah.
And his son's
in
car,
West Virginia,
and his son's car completely apart at the same time. Like, dude, you ain't gonna stop this dude. He's gonna blow it up to fucking beat you. And he literally did that in fucking Cordova. It's been a really good season for us, to be honest. It really has.
It really has.
It's been really good.
So Kyle,
And we would have had another win at Magnolia if we ever fucking got to do it.
Yeah, that
The
fucked
time we were
us
all
up.
three together.
Yeah.
We were all three together. We beat the baddest dude there. That dude was the baddest
first
dude
round.
there. He was the fastest guy there by like 3/10, and we smacked him. Brandon, one of our good friends, Brandon Mork. He's a great dude. Never talk shit about him. He as soon as we drew him, he was like, okay, well, I guess this is fucked. You know,
Whoever won that race going finals.
Yeah, and I'll explain it to you because Mike's definitely not the fucking slowest guy there. He's one of the fastest always. But Brandon he's been different numbers. We know the numbers. He's a good amount faster. And he was like, dude, you can't put power on after fucking 300 foot. It's over.
See the wrap?
And we went out there, we looked, and it's true. So you couldn't Mike's car is fucking, all the power's in at like 110 feet anyway.
Right.
Like, we're fucking, it's whatever. So the track's not great. We still have to obviously pull a bunch of power and shit, but it's a track for Mike because the car makes big steam to 330.
Oh yeah.
And what we did find out is some of the cars that are turboed that run in our same bracket they mile an hour about the same.
Yeah.
We didn't know that. I thought they had us by a lot. Mork definitely has us.
Yep.
Right? But on that track, on that surface, if you can't leave, which ain't nobody leave with Mike on a no prep.
No.
Ain't nobody.
No.
I mean, I'm not going to give everything out, but he's a bad motherfucker on a no prep. So if he leaves on you, like you don't have nothing after 70 foot, 80 foot, there ain't nothing there.
Yeah, it's over.
How are you coming around that dude? How? You're not. You know, and that dude's planted by fucking
Plus-
100 foot.
Plus, he's a better driver than anybody else out there. in my opinion.
And that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, you know what it is? Like this. Yeah, we got a thing down now where we have a tuner that has learned the car and we're friends with and we can talk to and it's cool. We got a consistent when we're lining them up and we got the car flying. We got everything set. It's taking a long time. But at the very end of the day, when that car gets out of shape, I want no one else behind the wheel than him.
Yep.
You know, and that's what wins. That's what wins no prep races. You can win all
Driving,
you want.
driving.
You can win all you want when you make a pass, right? But when you fuck up the tune-up, you miss the tune-up, you better have somebody behind that fucking wheel.
Yep.
And that's what we bring to the table in the most part is Mike's ability to drive that motherfucker. I mean, there's people that, like, when he's on a fucking drag radial, he'll pedal and get it back into it, and people are like, that dude's not out of his mind.
Yep.
Because no one pedals drag radials.
No.
They don't. It's drag radials are either you're making a hit or you're fucking not. Well, he's like, no, bitch, because I can spin and go around this fag, so he's gonna do it. So he's a dangerous motherfucker, but I trust him with everything. That dude fucking he's been the reason we've won a lot of races. Is the way he's driven the fucking car down through there.
Yep.
You know, you can get everything right sometimes, and then a little thing changes. Good, you better have a right foot. And our team has the best right foot.
The seat of my ass. That's my traction control.
That's what the fuck was it? God damn it, Nash winner. Yes.
This dude is a bad dude.
He's a. I love that dude.
I'm gonna give the horn to Kyle real quick. Kyle, this is your first year really kind of
Fuck you, Kyle.
doing some.
Fuck me, Kyle.
Fuck you, Kyle. Doing some.
Kyle's gay.
A lot of different stuff. I mean, you've kind of ventured off with us. What do you think so far? You like the street and no prep more? What do you want to do more of? What do you want to? Anything you want to say about anything you've done so far with us?
I mean,
Not the other stuff.
Not the sexual stuff.
oh yeah,
Talking about racing only.
behind closed gates. So it's been a pretty busy season. I mean, I'm still relatively new to a lot of this. I mean, I've been paying attention to doing hood rat shit on the streets for a short while now, but finding a good organized group to do it with and be a part of now makes that experience a lot better.
Oh, who are those guys?
What is that face for?
It kind of hurts because before them, you were with just me.
That's the point.
I wonder why he's making this
George
point.
is a fucking fluke.
That's why he's making his point. Dummy.
So
Proceed with the chlorophyll.
hanging out with these guys, it's been a pretty good time. That's absolutely for sure. I do thoroughly enjoy how we've been able to collaborate a lot of what I enjoy to do, and obviously these guys doing what they do and being a part of that. So with that being said, a couple of the shootouts we've been doing at night, especially the last minute ones, I've been grateful enough to have the time off to accommodate for a lot of that stuff.
I was waiting for somebody to say something.
Sorry.
Keep going, Kyle. Keep going.
So with that being said, I mean, I 9 times out of 10 will always carry my camera equipment with me. I have a handful of cameras, and it's been a huge learning curve for a lot of the stuff that we've been doing, and what we're trying to do is kind of push out a lot more content because, I mean, if you're listening to this, you love to watch it. That's for damn sure. So the only thing we can do is continue to make this even better. We're learning every single time we do a couple takes, the things that we love to do, things that people enjoy. And I think the biggest takeaway from building around Rowdy Racing is what people see. With that being said, like I said, we're continuing on building off of everything that we continue to change every single time that we do a video. We throw something together. It's been a good time. It's been a wild ride doing a lot of this shit, and we're always changing stuff, but we want to keep going and keep it fresh. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Jim, what do you think? Think Kyle's lightened your work a little bit? I mean, obviously you're the media owner, media manager, but Kyle's kind of your infield guy. What do you have to say about anything about that?
I think Kyle's a fantastic asset, and the problem with the whole thing is we started this as a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got a load of money to spend on exotic cameras or fancy equipment and lighting, and nobody wants to be humping around thousands of dollars of stuff in the middle of the night on
in
you know,
questionable territory.
divided
Around
highways,
questionable
and
people.
dipping
Around people like Lure. That's not good.
What Jim is saying, thank you for being rich and retarded.
I'm humble. Please relax.
No, he's rich yeah, what a guy. But having Kyle around is fantastic because that allows us to spend more time on things that we wouldn't be able to spend so much resources on, like I do the video editing, right? Like if I spent all my time and all my money just trying to figure out and learning photography and cinematography, then I wouldn't be able to invest my time in editing and things like that. So
Everyone
Kyle
has their
does that
place,
for
right?
us.
Yeah, Kyle
And-
took that over for sure.
yeah, and he's fantastic at it. And I think that's another kicker for this type of media, like having unique perspectives, like your photography, your cinematography, 360 cams, drones, things that make
Right.
people when they watch the video, they feel like they're part of the action, and that's awesome.
360 cams are so fucking cool.
They are. They
They're so
really.
cool.
They are
They're
so cool. So Kyle, thank you. Thank
And
you
also,
for
Kyle's really easy on the eyes, so that
Yeah.
helps.
Oh man,
fucking cute.
I got this guy over here getting all fucking googly eyed. I'm concerned,
Yeah, I'm gonna rape you. That's gonna happen.
and I can't take all the credit. I mean, obviously, I can only hold on to one camera at a time. Realistically, I mean, the whole team has been a huge part in making sure that we have those awesome shots. Everybody that's been able, anybody that can hold on
Mercedes
to
a
a
pretty
goddamn
good
camera.
fluffer too, so that works.
Yeah.
As long as she moves the fucking truck once in a while.
You can't see me, but I'm holding a shield up so she doesn't hit me.
blocker in training behind me.
Yeah, she moves the fucking truck.
But yeah, it's been a group effort more than anything else. I mean, anybody can show up with decent camera equipment and record anything. It's a matter of being able. It's not what you got; it's how you use it.
Yep.
Makes
Plus, we got a good system down with all of them.
yeah, it's motion in the ocean.
Not the size of the boat, boy.
I mean, because we'll do a cash days, and we'll all meet up here at the tool shed the next day. I mean, we finish cash days at 3, 4 in the morning. We meet back here at noon the next day, and we spend 10 hours writing down pages worth of 3 to 5 second. It's mostly drinking, but that's mostly you guys drinking and me writing down 3 to 5 second clips.
Yeah, let's just be honest. The only time I've ever been involved in that, I was hammered.
Yeah, well,
I am the laziest member of Rowdy Racing.
Yeah, but you're the biggest, so we gotta keep
I can do what I need to do when I need to do it. That's all.
We're giving this our street.
I'm also pretty good looking, which helps a lot.
True.
But anyway,
we'll finish caches at 4 in the morning. We'll get up halftime. We'll go to breakfast at 9 a.m. and then we'll leave breakfast and come here.
Our last one was sponsored. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. And,
that made life
thanks,
a
Mike
little bit
Breen.
easier. Yeah.
And then we'll come here and we'll stay here till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, making the notes on how we're going to do the footage. And then I drag Jim down for the next 2 days, making him, do the video here. Do this MVI number 87 from 2 seconds to 13 seconds. We're going to do this. And we'll get 5-6 hours in, and I'll get up, take a piss, and I'll walk back, and Jim will be fucking balls deep in a YouTube video. I'm like, hey, cut the shit. And he's like, I'm so tired of this, bro. And I'm like, I don't care. We're working right now. It just, but before Kyle came around, it was just me and Jim, and it was me and Jim making the notes. And it wasn't even making notes. We would just go, fuck, what video was that again? And we would spend, it would take 5-6 days to make a video, and we have down to a 24-hour science now. So I'm glad Kyle came on, and I'm glad Clint suggested Kyle, and I never
it's
knew.
like the only good thing Clint's ever done.
Right? I'm just
Till this day, to the second, to right now. Right?
On
Yep,
top
still
of all
good.
the good video he gets, though, nobody else gets the commentary we do during the race,
Yeah,
in between races.
yeah.
The stupid shit we
but
do.
that
it
stuff
makes
has
people laugh.
that's made our quality. I mean, we're not called Rowdy Racing because we do cool, neat stuff. We're called Rowdy Racing because we're fucking idiots. And in between rounds, if we're not chugging beers, we're beating the shit out of each other. Like,
getting chased
If you
by
hit a fucking
helicopters.
GoPro
or getting
on
chased
us,
by helicopters.
like,
Yeah.
and like a whole week, do a weekend of racing where we're gonna have a place to crash and alcohol and other things. All right, and you put a GoPro on us, you're gonna fucking probably do a lot of things. You're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh a lot, you're most likely going to pleasure yourself. We are rowdy as a motherfucker, and that's why we're rowdy racing.
Yep.
And it doesn't
10
matter
minutes
what
of
we're doing,
beating
bro.
us-
I'm thinking like 73 miles an hour with a fucking 38-foot fucking Motree home.
The old
With a
Motree.
fucking 29-foot trailer, 28-foot trailer with the old fucking Dr. Feelgood in that son-bitch. High as a motherfucker and hammered. Hammered drunk. And what's next to me? A fucking another open beer. And I'm fucking rolling down the road. And where are we headed? In West Virginia, some sketchy-ass house to street race.
Yep.
That's what Rowdy Racing's all the fuck about. And while we're in there, what's going on? Mike and Ty are talking game plan. We're fucking all business, but all fuck. We're gonna fuck your ass up. We're gonna have fun doing it.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing. If it ever became
Jim's
hugging a mother
straddling
bottle.
the mother bottle.
if it ever became like a job, I'd be gone in a second.
Yep,
I
same.
fucking love this. We all love this. We love hanging out together, obviously, because we always get naked when we do it. But anyway. But yeah. So anyway, take your clothes off.
I like, Rowdy Racing is like the adult version of it being your freshman year. And
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, try the jungle juice.
Listen, just eat it. You'll like it.
Nobody here can spell Wapatula, but we all know what it tastes like.
I can't even say it. I don't have enough enunciation for that.
Well, I do want to say thanks to Kyle. We're going to do a cheers to Infinity Media team on the Rowdy Racing this year. Thanks, guys.
Thank
we
you for
appreciate
having
it.
me. It's been great.
Stupid
cheers.
camera guy.
Stupid camera guy. Move your fucking truck, Mercedes. Keep
How
her
about a girl with her name Mercedes not driving Mercedes? Isn't that weird?
She
owns a
drives a Mercedes. She does.
The license plate says Mercedes times two.
I spoke out of turn. I've never seen her drive anything. She's always in a fucking diesel with asshole.
She's always never moving the truck.
Yeah, she's always not moving the fucking diesel with asshole over here.
All right.
That is
I'm
the
going
cleanest
to.
All right, well that
05
fucking sucked.
curve match you ever
I missed
seen.
that joke. Thanks, Mercedes.
While we got Kyle on the microphone, we're going to move to a different topic that Kyle brought up before we started. As far as cash days goes, when we're doing street racing stuff, a lot of people will message other folks or comment and say stuff like, thanks for the invite, or, why couldn't I come out, blah, 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 blah. So I want to have Kyle and Lure and Clint touch topic on this. So we're going to start with Clint. Clint, what do you guys say about the whole invite yourself prospect of it? Here, take this mic real quick.
Oh, shit. Stick this one.
You can't invite yourself to a cash days, even if you know when it is. Like, I mean, you got to go through Ty. I don't run Rowdy Racing. Kyle don't. Lure don't. Like, I mean, Ty or Jim are the main people of this whole corporation, and Lure as well.
I don't care. You can say whatever you want. bud.
I mean, I will warn you, if you message Lure, he's probably going to reply with, hey, get fucked, bud.
Yeah,
That's about
it's
it
not
for
gonna
him.
work messaging
But
me, so don't do that.
If you are a benefit to
Unless you
coming
got a
and
car,
helping,
come on out, bud.
then message someone and message Ty, not me. Message him, or Jim, or Lure. Show them what you can do and what benefit you are.
Right. If you
But-
just want to show the fuck up, don't come.
This
If you
isn't
wanna
a spectator
If you
sport.
want to help, you want to block off certain roads that we use. You want to help block. You want to do anything. There's a million different things we can do with you. But if you don't want to help, you just want to watch. Go fuck yourself. Why don't you stay home
Wow.
for fucking $6.95 a fucking every 2 weeks? You can have fucking Netflix, faggot.
It-
Stay the fuck home. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. You got $3 a week, bitch. You got Netflix. Don't come watch what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But if you want to help, absolutely. We always need. We can always use a second layer of cars behind. I don't care anything. If there's side roads on certain roads we use, I'd love to have 10 cars sitting there so you cannot get through.
Yep.
And so if that's what you want to do, absolutely. But if you just want to come and be in the way and fucking, I watch it every fucking time. Some retard, or I don't know, whatever word you want to use, some fucking moron, pulling out in front of a fucking race car as we're driving down there. Like, no, race cars need to follow me down to the race spot, and everyone else is fucking nobody. You need to get the fuck out of the way. So, like, there's every once in a while you get that person. If we keep doing this, if we keep letting anybody in, they're going to do that. But if you want to be part of it, you want to help, and you really want to, then that's all right. But you have to talk to the proper people.
And that's
also.
like the first cash days we did this year, we come out with the cars and we come up to, when we pull out, we're at the finish line. We came up to the finish line. There's people, like, out of nowhere, people standing at the fucking finish line in the middle of the road. Yep. Like, you're going to get ran right over.
Well, that's what I mean.
This is the dumbest
about
thing ever.
More people,
and people are
too,
yelling
you know?
at you, and you're just standing there. You are not helping. All you are there to do is to watch, and you don't give a fuck about what we're doing because you think you matter. You do not matter. The cars going to race matter. The actual race matters. You are a spectator, and you are in our way.
And how about this? I'll go even further. What the fuck is going on? This is a really weird, racist ass shit going on right now. Why do we have the white power fucking hand up right now?
Oh man,
Black Mustangs matter.
Black Mustangs matter?
Because of the TV.
I fucking knew it was racist.
Boy, I can't wait to edit that one.
No, you don't edit nothing. Black Mustangs don't matter. You know why? Because Mustangs are gay as shit.
Oh!
Hey, everyone and their fucking brother, including Ty, got a goddamn Mustang, okay? Ty, his brother,
His mother.
her father. They all got goddamn Mustangs and they all slow as shit.
Uncle
Why-
Daryl, Aunt Daryl.
why I wanted to bring that up as a topic of discussion is because I was that person last year, this year. Actually, I think I was there for the first cash days this year, right? You were there. Yeah,
You were the
you were
first
there.
one, yes.
You were there,
So
right,
it was,
brother?
it was the fall one last year, and I got all my closest friends staying with me in the room right now. A couple of them aren't here, and when it's a Saturday night, and you ask everybody what they're doing, and there isn't a single motherfucker who texts you back. I'm talking to every single one of you in this room.
No,
all right?
no. I said I was busy.
Yeah, one person replied to me, told me that they were busy on a Saturday night. Well, there ain't much you fucking do besides jerk off and eat Cheetos and watch goddamn street racing.
He does have an orange dick. I've seen it.
So I knew something was up, and I was like, you know what? It's a cash days. I know where they happen. I know what's going on. Some of you dummies didn't turn off your Snapchat locations, but you know what? You know what? I knew better. I'm like,
All right,
it's
cameraman, calm it down.
But it's not my place. And a lot of the people don't understand if it's not my place, I shouldn't be there. If you don't serve a purpose, you're not there. That's bottom line.
Absolutely.
And I wish people understood that. I get it. You want to spectate. It's fucking cool. Well, guess what? We're doing another no prep next year.
You can spectate that.
And then you're also going to have the video probably within a couple days to a week, and it's going to be the condensed version. So it's everything. You can stay home. You can do whatever the fuck you want Saturday night. You can even jerk off with your own Cheetos. And then Sunday morning, you can watch the no prep video, and it's all the action. Everything you need to see, the only stuff that matters.
To make things clear, I jerk off with wavy lays, not Cheetos. Thank you.
Yeah, they're definitely
But-
sour cream and onion. I smell
that's
that
why-
shit.
They were original first.
When I introduced Kyle to Ty and Jim, we were at Devin's house, right?
Oh,
Kyle
fuck,
was
somehow.
DJ as.
I wasn't there.
I thought you were there that night. Jim was
Motherfucker's
there.
a DJ?
I thought you showed up.
You know what happened was Matt Key's band they were having like a party at the house.
Sorry, who?
Rest in peace.
We don't know him
Rest
anymore.
in peace.
North Carolina Keys?
The artist,
Love you, Keys.
the artist formerly known as Matt Keys was there.
Hashtag I lost my keys.
The Southern Dawson.
Southern Dawson. So they had a party there, and I can't remember what I was doing. You're good. You're good.
Family stuff.
Doing family stuff, right?
Yeah, doing family stuff. Jim met Kyle that night, and Jim was like, "Hey, I met Kyle, and he has this and that, and I think it'd be a huge asset." And I said, "If you want to take him on," I think I'm pretty sure that what I said is, "If you want to take him on, he's going to be your responsibility."
Kyle does have a huge asset.
But the thing is, I said he's going to be your responsibility, and Jim was like, "That's fine, whatever, blah blah blah." And Kyle knocked it out of the fucking park, and I was like, "Great draft choice." Yeah, great draft choice. It worked out.
Thanks,
It really
Dr. Dre. I owe my life to you.
did. Shit. So no, I mean, having Infinity Media
I'm
on.
crying in this booth.
Also, speaking of that,
Dr. Dre's locked him up.
you two need to take from November 18th
Yeah, we want
off, and you're gonna come down with us to do your media shit down there. What else is cool, Jimbo?
I think that's
Lots of things.
Brad or Brown Steve.
Wow.
We do have to kind of specify.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Everybody's a winner.
Well, our local Eurofag has showed up.
Matt Cruz.
Oh my God, Steve and Lure and Kyle all match.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
The Flannel Sisters.
Flannel.
And Mercedes, too. Am I the only one with a Rowdy polo?
You turn me on every time.
He's as big as him. I mean, he's brown.
The Steve.
You're just inferior. I ain't brown.
The Steve we're looking for is a white.
Is this brown
I
dog?
gave you reservations to my own friends. I'm sorry.
Mark's gonna be pissed off at me on that one.
Do we have a white Steve?
No,
We've never had a white Steve.
We have a black Steve and a brown Steve.
Steve Stores.
Can you don't?
No, it was Black Steve, and he actually asked me one time, was like, who the fuck is the other Steve? No one. You're just black, I'm sorry.
Just black.
You're just black, dude, I don't know.
Alright, so.
But in our defense, he was cool with it, so fuck everybody else.
You staying on?
I mean,
Don't be...
to be
staying
fair,
on?
Black Steve is like
Yeah,
the
it's
nicest dude you ever meet,
Are you
too.
staying on?
If you want me to,
Whatever you
want
wanna
to
do.
on all you want.
Let's come over here with me so Lure can grab that one. Come on with me.
But
So, one other thing that I wanted to bring up that kind of hurts my head, which we wrote down on the list. So, maybe because it's kind of like a small little pet peeve of mine, being, a little bit more media savvy and a little bit OCD.
A little more mustache.
Yeah.
Calm down, Pedro.
So, when you go about having yourself a reputation for the shit that you do, a lot of it is with your branding is advertising, which is, majority of what we do with our videos and stuff. When we're sending out Facebook invites for events and what it may be. The little bit more unorganized side of things, I guess what I'm kind of pointing at is you can tell when somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
You just look at me when you said that.
Yeah. No, you.
I will legitimately rape your whole family.
You held the light 2 inches
you
up. It
fucking
needs to be
for real
3
right now?
Lure.
I think he's just having a conversation with you.
I'm gonna hurt you with my
When two people have a
penis.
conversation, don't they look at each other?
Yeah, exactly.
Only if you're sucking it, yeah.
I think Lure's gonna go off on this topic. That's why Kyle is.
I don't even know what the
Yeah.
fuck he's
No,
talking
no,
about,
no.
to be honest with you.
Hang on. Let's regroup real quick. So Kyle said when your branding is everything,
Yeah,
and you can tell when somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
yeah.
So, go ahead, Kyle.
So,
Sorry.
not to blow our own horn, but from everything I've seen between us and other, I can't even say events, but I will say events, that there's a lot of people that just kind of jump into this, and a lot of the times they do it just for the dollar.
Uh-huh.
What, I know you definitely do off about that. You know that we're not, this is the worst paying job I ever had.
Yeah.
So-
Well, for me, I don't really work all that hard because I'm a lazy piece of shit. On top of, I just do what I do.
Yeah,
I
but this-
love what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything, right?
This is also coming from
But
the same guy that
I make zero money doing what I'm doing,
yeah,
right?
but this is coming from the same guy that got tipped for being consistent and knowing what he's doing.
No, and I have no. I'm not. Yeah, I've had people give me money, but I don't want it. I don't ask for
Right.
it. I never will. But yeah, I've had. I also take pride in what I do. I don't take it for granted that I'm allowed to do this because it wouldn't take much more than one or two fuck ups that you screw somebody over to someone else to step up. You know what I mean? And luckily for me, with the help of Ty for sure, have been able to fucking stay consistent, stay right on top of things. Ty takes care of everything. I take care of making sure that the race goes off. Right,
Rowdy Daddy.
I make sure the race is going to be fair at the start, and that's it.
Jim facilitates me at the same time.
Well,
Well,
everybody's part of it, of course.
Everybody helps everybody.
But I'm not trying to be like sentimental about it. I'm just saying that because of what you do, it allows me to be as good as consistent as I am.
Only thing you got to worry about is your job.
My job, and that's it. I don't got to worry about who's lining up with who's ready, who's doing this, who's doing that, who's got the money. Half the time it's in my pocket and I forget about it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I don't need to. It doesn't matter. I don't matter about who's got the camera. I don't care about who's got this, that, whatever, who's blocking. Ty takes care of all that.
Right, it's not your problem.
So I can be as sharp as I can be, and I need to be sharp because if the street shit happens, shit fucking happens. You got to be ready for it, And there's a reason that we've been called before to go to Albany, and there's going to be a $15,000 assigned race, and I need you to fucking I need you to flag it. There's a reason for that, and it's only been facilitated because of my friends that helped me be one. I mean, in the Northeast, probably the most known fucking flagger there is.
Yep, sure.
And it's not because of me. It's because of everyone else being able to do their job that make me shine on whatever you
Excel
want
at your
call.
job.
Right.
Yeah, no, we all do that.
And I've also watched a lot of Limpy. I'm not going to try to blow people, but I mean, he's the best. And I've watched him, and I've studied him, and mostly in his when things are going wrong on the starting line is what I want to watch.
Yep.
I'm a weirdo with that, but I love
It's
it.
important. It's important.
I want to know because there's a couple times with this whole snow prep deal. I've never done that before. I've never had I've never pulled someone into a light. You know what I mean?
Right.
You never burned an Evo down?
Clint.
I didn't burn an Evo down.
No, Clint did. Clint did.
I did not burn an Evo down. There's a bunch of retards.
Card a half. Card a half.
But yeah, it's hard. It's it's a different thing. And
I did burn down a GTR. I'm sorry.
fake. But no, that was the thing with Tabor was the one that called me and asked me to meet him in Albany because he was going to race a guy that had burned him down and blown his transmission.
Yep, I remember that.
At a no prep before, like 4 weeks before that. And he was like, the dude wants to race for big money. We're betting him, but we have to have somebody that we know is going to be fair. I was like, I'm in. I was like, well, how much you paying me? And I was joking because I was already fucking ready to go. And he goes, I'm not paying you nothing, but we'll leave 1,000 open for you to bet. And I was like, oh, well, homeboy don't got 1,000 to be betting, boy. But I was living with my best friend at the time, Mike, and he was like, I'll fucking drive and we'll fucking bet it. I bet 4, he bet 6, whatever. But, it wasn't, the thing is, I didn't tell nobody I bet because I don't want them to think I'm going to cheat them. But it's impossible to cheat doing what I do anyway. It's impossible. Literally impossible. That's why I tell everybody at the beginning of every cash days, the only thing you're going to know is when I stop moving, the light's not going to come on immediately. Because it's the only way I could tell my friend, hey, when my last step, go. My last, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I've always been that way.
Right.
So that dude burned my boy down, whatever. So when I went up to in the driver's meeting, I told both of them, you have to understand, when I pull you in, I'm going to know what the fuck's going on. You don't let any of your crewmates walk away from your car unless you're ready to get in the fucking race. When I pull you the fuck in, if I feel like you're stalling, I'm going to give you a countdown. If you don't pull in by then, I don't care. I'm banging the light.
Yeah, where you're at.
Right.
Yeah,
So I go up, and of course, the nitrous car that's racing Tabor, Tabor's got a turbo car, wants to go in second. And I'm like, all of a sudden, immediately, I'm like, this fucking guy's going to try and fucking test me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't playing this fucking game, dude, and I wouldn't play that with anybody. If my best, literally my best friend is Mike Wynn. If he was fucking playing those games, which he would obviously never do, if he was playing those games, I would do the same thing to him because my own integrity is my own integrity.
Right.
So I pull Tabor in. Now he's bumps in, blowing him around, whatever. I go to pull the other guy. He don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Finally, I go, you got fucking 3 seconds. Screamed at him. 3, 2, he pulls in. Tabor fucking fucked his ass up.
Good.
You know what I mean? And then you know what? I wanted to win because of the money. I wanted to win because Tabor's my friend. I really wanted to win because that guy's a scumbag.
Piece of shit. Yeah.
You know
Playing
what I mean?
games, playing
dude,
games.
fucking, if you ain't fast enough, stay the fuck home. You know what I mean?
There's a hustle in street racing, but there's not being a piece of shit at the same time.
Dude, you know what these fucking transmissions cost people?
Yeah.
Dude,
Fucking
there's people with $15,000 to $20,000 transmissions.
we rebuilt Tabor's transmission last year and Gwen's the day of cash days, dude.
Yup.
So
People are just fucked. So I was very happy to see. I mean, for all counts, obviously, I was very happy to see him win. But what the fuck, man? But that's what I mean. Like, I would do that with anybody, though. It's just my integrity means more to me than anything.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do?
That's your name. It's your name.
Absolutely. And I've worked I'm 33 years old. I've been racing since I was 17 years old. That was the first day I went down to Thompson Road.
It's
and I
half your
started
life.
racing.
Half your life.
That's my entire life. Before that, I was gaga goo goo and a fucking retard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I'm fucking a retard and I don't say gaga goo no more.
Before that, you were smoking me on football fields. What you doing?
Yeah, you know, I'm a little fatter and older now, so I can't do that no more.
So we're
I'll
gonna
pull a hammy.
we're gonna jump back to where Kyle was saying. You know, basically, you can tell when people know what they're doing.
They're going on a tangent. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, that's fine. That's what we do.
Relevant.
It's relevant though, where people know what they're doing, it's obvious when they know what they're doing, when they don't know what they're doing. So there was recently a promoter in upstate New York as well that went live on Facebook on a Friday. Oh boy. Went live on a Facebook.
Add a little bit of spice.
At what was it? It was probably 6:30 in the morning. He went live, and he called out three other racing promoters. He called out another group in Buffalo area, himself.
Hello. Dumb fuck.
585.
So Buffalo, Rochester, himself, which is Geneva area, and me, which is Syracuse. But he wanted I think his requests were unachievable because he wanted what was it?
Look at this
Was
race
it
right
6 or 10 big tires?
He wanted
now. I'm sorry, that's cool.
No time pro truck.
8 big tire,
Swear by step.
8 small tire, and 6 small tires, 6 big tire, 6 street class. But he wanted 18 cars filled up
in a day.
in 36 hours.
In
And-
13 minutes.
Yeah, but in 36 hours, and it's the end of the season.
Right.
You can't do that. So, Kyle, like you were saying, you cannot count on one person to make a 4-person event profitable for you only, right?
Correct, because what I've seen, how many of us are typically involved in any kind of event even the no prep that we put on? How many people were involved with getting that thing squared away, ready, and then on day of,
Make sure there's no errors.
making sure there was absolutely no errors on our cash days.
No.
Period. Or not our cash days, our
No
no
prep.
prep. It's
So,
absolutely
so much to the
flawless
fact that
event.
a man that has worked at that racetrack for like 50 something years came to me and said, Jared, I just want to let you know I've worked here for, I forget the years and I feel bad about it, but I'm a very forgetful idiot. So it was 50 plus years. As a man that's worked here for 50 plus years, I've never had a more smooth program and never had more fun in my fucking life at the racetrack.
Nope.
And I was like, you don't even know what that means to hear that, though. You know what I mean? Like, that we fucking murdered that.
And
fucking
he's
deal.
not even a guy who's in
He
our
has
realm
no
of street
idea what we
racing.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
He literally has been begging me to come see a street race because he's like, what is a street race? I'm like, it's this what we just did? But it's on the fucking street, and there's cops, and there's people everywhere.
Helicopters.
Like, he was like, I don't fucking get it. He was like shaking, and he was cool as fuck. Dude. Like, shit, like he couldn't even talk to me.
There's fucking explosions. Sent Ludacris into space.
But
Yeah!
the event went so well and so smooth that we had, 6-car shootout after?
Eight car.
We had an 8-car shootout after having
We literally-
this giant event.
We had a 30, well, there's 30 cars, or 31 cars.
30 cars.
30 cars. So we have basically, it's a normal class, 32 cars in most classes. We get that all done, right? And then fucking after that, there's
The entire board member.
the entire everyone that was sitting there was like, "Wait, we're done? It's like 1:30. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What do you mean we're talking about? Like, you want to do another one?" I'm like, "I'd love to do another one." Like, no, right now. Like, what? Yeah, of course. You fucking say no more, motherfucker. I'm in.
That was the best part, honestly, because there was literally hours remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were allotted.
Yeah, they thought they was gonna
They-
take us
they-
like till
they-
8 in the morning at night. So they pulled every string in the world.
They told me gates open at 9, racing starts at 10. You have till 10 p.m. to finish. Is that enough? I said, yeah, we should be done around 6 or 7. I was expecting more people to
were
blow their
expecting break.
guts out all over the
Right,
fucking
something,
track.
right? Because
And
there's
it
a lot
only-
of there's a
only
lot of
happened-
people that showed up that like
only
we
happened
haven't
once.
done this.
Well, we
You know, and kudos to
only
them.
had 2 cars get completely out of control, and they saved it.
But
Knizzo and
Knizzo,
Kelly.
but he didn't fuck up the track.
No.
Dave Kelly didn't fuck up
Dave
the track.
Kelly, no, Dave Kelly was fine.
Tabor left some training fluid. We mopped it up.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
It took 8 minutes.
Right, nothing.
Shane
Right.
Kelly's bad
I
motherfucker.
accounted for 3 hours of
Yeah.
cleanup, and it took 8 minutes out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Dave Kelly definitely saved the and so did Knizzo. Knizzo saved his
Yeah,
car.
they both did.
But Dave Kelly, he used the throttle, which I thought was cool. I was
badass.
because I was watching it. You know, it's easy from the outside to be like, "This is what you should do." You know what I mean? Like,
In the
and
moment, though,
I'm
yeah.
watching it like, "Hit it," and then you hear, "Yick!"
That dude did
Fucker
it while
got it.
pinned
Yeah.
up against his roll.
Oh, yeah,
cage
no,
with
that
the
dude-
forces.
That dude definitely, he drove the fuck out of that. That was cool.
Yep, no, for sure. So I think we should do. I mean, God willing, as long as the facility, which I don't think they ever turn us away, but I think we should do.
Man, I don't know. Everybody there thought like we're swearing that they want us there as many times. As they will.
Had, we'll say, make even numbers. We had 1,100 people on site.
easily.
1,097 of them liked it.
Yeah,
3 of them didn't.
yeah. And
But the
those
difference
three.
is if you go in there not liking it already,
Well,
you might not like it when you
The
leave.
good thing is
The
those
three that
three.
didn't like it
Fuck
weren't
you,
street, so
Kozlowski.
fuck them.
I have a nut for each one of them, and my left nut is way bigger than my right, so 2 of them can hang on that motherfucker. How about that?
yeah. And the greatest part out of those 3 people, one of them, I'm not gonna say who, it was a female. She even said, the promoter, aka me, did nothing wrong. I have a problem with the other racer, but at the same time, it's like,
Well, you know what? The other
You agreed
person,
to
the
your
other
bullshit.
male in that is related to that female,
yep.
also said that when we were all around.
And then left and talked
So
shit.
when we were all there, he said, "I have no problem with you guys. It has nothing to do with you. I have a problem with him talking about the winner."
Yep.
And then after he leaves, all of a sudden it's Ty's a piece of shit.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, for one, Ty's not the only one putting this on, and not the only one that made the decision.
Yep.
All right, we all were in on the decision. For one, for two, we learned is what we
Right,
did.
yeah.
What we learned is we advertised. Well, we have to tell what happened.
We advertised 80-20.
80-20
It was
split of
$10,000
$10 grand.
payout.
So that's 10. It's fucking $8 grand, 2,000.
Yep.
So instead of just sticking to that, we got all excited because we're friends with everybody
Both-
and we're having a fucking fun time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like literally, the loser of the finals race. I'm not trying to say names, but whatever. The loser of the finals race was telling me all day his tune-up,
Right.
and I was like telling him what I would do. Like we're supposed to be all fucking friends here. We all heard the same fucking thing. Sorry, you suck at English, but like that you decided to do what you're gonna do.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden,
That's a problem because you lost.
it's a problem because you lost. Like, dude,
Like, bro, take your L.
yeah, just take your fucking L and bounce, bro.
Not to mention, you're a dude who's worth $500,000.
For one,
Go home.
if anybody was gonna be mad, not at anybody else, but Mike Gwynn had that fucking that whole thing won.
Yeah.
He was the fastest dude the entire day. Shit happened to him. If anybody was gonna be a douchebag and be mad, it should be him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not a douchebag, so he's not gonna be ever mad of his own mistakes or whatever.
Why
You
would
know
he?
what I mean?
Because he's done
But
a
like
party.
this dude just got flat out fucked up. Sorry, you got fucked up, and after that you said, or you won't even stick by what you fucking say. Like, dude, how many people were around when he said what he said? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole $30 team was there.
And then after that, it's all done. Whatever. He says, looks right dead in your fucking eyes as I'm standing next to him. I have no problem with you. It has nothing to do with you. It's on the winner. Leaves and gets on Facebook like a baby back motherfucking bitch. So if you hear this, you know who I'm talking about. You can lick my fucking nuts and take my cock all the way to the 3.5-inch base. Bitch. Anyway, like a baby back bitch talks that shit on fucking Facebook. And this man is, how old is that fuck? He's got to be late 40s, early 50s, right?
He's a grown man.
Are you fucking for real? You're a baby back motherfucking bitch. And I would love for you to say something sideways to me because I haven't had a reason to knock somebody out in a long fucking time.
True.
Bitch.
20 minutes.
Yeah, like 3 days at least. Bitch.
So to kind of
Hang on, guys.
Okay, wait, Drake.
Yeah, where's your
Hey,
drink?
shut
sorry.
up.
Go ahead, keep going, Kyle.
to kind of reflect on that too, which I know we've said that a lot now.
Closer to the mic. I didn't do that for no reason.
Oh,
Fucking idiot.
well, you grabbing back in my head kind of concerns me, honestly.
No, it makes you hard, and you're concerned because you're hard.
So, with that being said, it's something to reflect on. Not only
learn
as
off of.
not only as
Yeah,
a
no,
racer,
you're right.
but as a spectator too. You know, when you see what's advertised, you know, stick to your guns. I mean, I think we all 100% agreed. Not even, you know, we say yes today, but we said 20 minutes after the fact that we should have stuck to what was said,
Right.
what was advertised.
Let the
and then-
drivers do what the drivers
let the
want
drivers
to
do
do.
what
Right.
the drivers are gonna
That's
do.
what we learned.
And
I
we
mean,
learned-
But in the same respect, we weren't wrong. Okay, so
No,
I don't
I mean,
care what anybody says.
where-
We did what those two said.
Where I was
but
coming from-
we needed to not do that. We did
and
not
up
be
in-
involved.
Where I was
until
coming.
that-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, like you said, up
Sorry.
until that moment, everybody was having a.
They're having too much fun. Yeah,
Everybody was having a great time.
Right. Literally jumping around with the loser, dude. I was jumping around with
Not-
him and happy that he was winning and fucking telling him what he, helping him with his tune-up.
Race wise, there was zero complaint.
No, nothing
not
at all.
fucking one.
Not to mention, I host that 550, 650,
Right.
and that dude comes there all the time,
Right.
and he's coming there for years. So I consider him a friend. And then the winner of that race has been Richard
You
Russell
guys
for
telling
years.
me what you don't think I'm your friend if you're telling me your fucking tune-up?
not only that, but
you're
I got-
telling me your fucking progressors, your percentages, and for how long?
I got two
and
guys.
asking me my opinion.
I got two guys, one who was street racing me for 5 years, one who was track racing me for 5 years.
Yeah.
They're racing each other in the finals on a no prep. I'm like, hey man, we're all buddies here, kind of
We
thing.
literally, it's a no lose situation for us.
Yeah, I have the
The guy
good
I
friends.
wanted to win the most already lost. Mm-hmm. So after that, it doesn't even matter, and it doesn't even matter anyway because Mike wins my best friend, right? If he was racing Noah, I want Mike to win. I'm not mad if he loses.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Noah's an awesome dude,
Right.
and Noah's my friend as well.
Right.
And I would say the same thing, and I've already thrown names out there, so whatever. But I would
That's
do the
fine.
same thing
Don't
about the
matter.
loser in the final. Because we've always been cool. I've been racing with Mike at all his events in Rochester for fucking 10 years now.
Right.
We've never had a problem. So it's like, dude, I fucking think we're having fun. We're listening. He was being a real fucking big dickin' people right now. He was walking up there like, fuck yeah, that's all yeah, you're right. I'm gonna beat you. That was his fucking, that's what I thought he was doing. He was like, yeah, fuck that $2,000. How about we run for the whole thing? You know, you get your running back, your money back. I was like, dude, that's fucking gangster. And instead, he was the exact fucking opposite of gangster. They got on Facebook and did the pity patter fucking pussy shit.
I even said, I'm like, dude, if you want to hit a U-turn and come back and talk to me about that, we can talk about it in person.
Not a big deal. I'll meet you at 35, bro. What's up?
What you want to do?
Fuck is the deal?
I'll come to fucking Waterloo
You
and
know,
I'll talk about
that
it.
ain't my fucking deal. But you're not gonna bashing.
You're not
us
gonna
is just
fucking
insane.
bash me
You're
for
bashing us
one.
for what? What do we fucking do to you?
Because you're a
fucking track chode.
Oh my god, dude! And then that comes back to my original point in the beginning of this podcast that people that are track faggots
Need
need
to stay at
to
the
shut the
track.
fuck up and stay at the fucking track when it's prepped and when it's ran by some other fucking track fag. Because if you ain't a goddamn G, if you ain't fucking ready to grab your nuts and get down through there, I don't want to fucking talk to you anymore. And I don't. Every one of you can lick my entire scrotum. The
Just
entire
because the no prep is at the track doesn't make it a fucking track race.
thing. It is not.
All right, now we're on the
Getting
topic.
track
While we're on
race.
the topic of no prep, and we have a radial versus the world race on our screen. Lure,
Yeah.
I want to talk to Lure on this one. I think Jim has some experience on this. Probably Nick more because he's a betting man. Nick, if you want to come up here and jump on the mic with these guys, radio versus the world.
Yeah.
Duck Long has thrown a lot of shade at the no prep business.
Yeah, it's just sham.
It's
I think.
it's to give him spotlight. But here's
There's
the
a
thing.
lot of people that
But
like
here-
no prep racing.
But here's the thing. This is what I want to ask you.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously we're street racers.
yeah,
Obviously the next closest thing to a street race
the no prep.
is a no prep.
Right.
Now,
Well,
does,
it's a backtrack,
or
which is actually worse than street.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
either one of them.
Almost
But
always.
But now here's the thing. Does no prep? Obviously, no prep has a bigger place in our heart than radio racing because we're street
yeah,
racers.
by a lot.
But the thing is radio racing tanking, or is there just a bigger demographic going to no prep racing?
I don't think radio racing is tanking by any means whatsoever. If you watch like what we're watching right now, I'm sure if we went to Sweet 16, which we have been a part of, almost everybody in this room has gone to those races. Like We've spent the money with them. We love these races. We're not trying to talk shit about them. But no, I don't think they're tanking at all. But I think that the no prep scene has gotten so big so fast, which is, again, like I said earlier, good and bad because of the promoters and whatnot. But the show, that's my least favorite no prep I've ever been to, is the one for the show, the No Prep Kings. That's the one that those guys that like Duck's all crying about. Well, you know what? When you go out there's 40,000 fucking people watching. In Cordova, Illinois, they're in a fucking house for fucking 40 miles.
We talked about the
I've
spectators.
been to
That's where
how
its
many
money comes
fucking,
from.
yeah, like dude, those fucking spectators are out of this world. We went there and the people they were surrounding us. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck I am because I'm no one. Why are you surrounding me? Like it's nutty there, and that's what these dudes are. I think that's what he's playing on. He just wants more people involved in what they do, and I get that and everything, but. He don't hate snow prepping, and he just wants to get some of the no. The thing is, he doesn't understand his, in my experience at least, no prep kings, fucking spectators, are not racing spectators. They're TV spectators. They come in the pits. They want to talk. They think it's okay to sit in your fucking car, you know. And I've never met a bad, nice, or a bad, and mean person at these races. They're just uninformed and don't understand. They think because you're at a No Prep Kings on TV race that you're going to be a celebrity to them and you're going to allow them to fucking do whatever they want and all this shit. And like, dude, we're very easy with them, but don't touch the fucking car. You know what I mean? Like, these people walk up right up in your fucking trailer and talk to you. It's a different fucking deal. So those people aren't racing fans. They're fans of the TV show. And they think if you're doing well, you're important to them. So we went down to Cordova with that car and went to the finals. And every time we won a race, it'd be more and more people stacked around our fucking trailer. Like, who the fuck are these people? And it's like, dude, you don't know because we're literally nobody. On top of all you know is winning. The winner is you're the front runner. So we're winning and winning. You're gonna be our fucking all of a sudden you're our fan. Go to a real no prep, you'd fucking lose your fucking mind because how cool it is. Because those no preps are not no preps for one. No Prep King's a joke. It's so sticky that I have to wear boots and tie them. Or it's basically like going to fucking Georgia.
Yeah, it's like SGMP.
It's like being out of the groove at Georgia, which is out of this fucking world.
Yeah.
And you're walking out like
you walk right out of your shoes.
We put that Nova up on the fucking on the parachute mount in was it National Trail or Ohio. I walked out there and I go, oh my fucking God, you gotta be kidding me. I walked back over and I was like, Mike, I'm gonna put you nowhere near the fucking groove. And we're gonna try that. And he went up on the parachute mount. That's how good that is. So it's not no prepping anyway. You know what I mean? There's no people aren't going fucking threes because it's no prep, all right? It's fucking just not prepped is what it is. It's not no prep, it's not prepped.
So I was thinking about this earlier. I wanted to talk about it. So it's like, have any of y'all ever seen that McDonald's movie with Michael Keaton?
What fucking
The
McDonald's?
founder?
What?
No, just real honest question. Honest question.
Hang on,
Have any
the
of y'all?
founder?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the
yes,
movie.
I've seen
All right.
The Founder.
Remember the scene where the dude brings up, "Hey, man, you're not running a restaurant business.
You're running a fucking
You're running a real estate
business.
So I
Yes.
wanted to talk about this. So like a promoter in that scenario isn't promoting racing.
Right.
He's promoting a venue.
Right.
Right? So he wants to make money. He's getting all his money, all his income, all those things that make it worth it for him to be invested is coming through the gate.
Right.
Not the racer.
No, absolutely.
And that's the dynamic. That's the
No, you're
difference
right.
between Rowdy Racing and the average promoter. Because we're
trying
aren't paying ourselves.
You know what we're trying to get? We're trying to get the racers to come.
We-
And then if the spectators show up, they show up. Because we want to fill the field.
Yeah, we
You know
want
what
to
I mean?
see
So, like,
some
all of a sudden
racing.
we're watching the fucking gate on like, holy fuck, dude, there's a lot of people coming here. We didn't care because we don't make any fucking money off them. So
Right.
who cares who shows up?
Right.
I wanted to go a good show and a good race for my friends and other people that I met that day in my race. You know, it's
Right.
our race. It's who we are. I want them to show up and look at every one of our faces and be like, oh yeah, that's the dude that didn't fuck us over. That's a dude that ran that race that went this way and was awesome. You know what I mean? That's what I want. So like, the gate doesn't really look. We get amazed by it.
Yeah, it's incredible. It
You're
feels
like,
good.
I was like, oh my god, look at all these fucking people.
It's a flex.
I said it's high.
Yeah, it's a flex.
Like midway through, I was like, dude, there's a lot more people than you think there is here. Too. There's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
He wants to be a part of something bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a thing, and that's awesome.
And you know
I'm
what?
such
If
a
we
fan
went
of
out
it.
there and fucked it up and didn't have cars next to each other when they were lining up and you were yelling and all this shit and it wasn't smooth and had people bitching about the start and had people bitching about the fucking light, we would never want us back. Instead, we straight up fucking nailed that shit, bitch. All right?
There's 2 words.
And on top of that, I was drinking with the owner of the fucking track and I was high as a motherfucking kite. Fuck it.
All right. So side note, Clint wants to talk. He keeps pulling the mic closer, but he won't fucking talk.
There-
So
I was letting Lure get all of his emotions out
Sorry,
right now.
go. Do your thing. I'm chilling.
There are 2 words in racing that are making it amazing and ruining it at the same time, and that's no prep and cash days.
Yep.
If you know how to do both of them, that's great. If you don't know what you're doing, you are making this the biggest problem in racing. You have to know the rules. You have to know how everybody else is running it. You can make your rules to a point, but you cannot change the entire philosophy of that fucking event.
Because you cannot make everyone happy.
100%.
That's the thing. And the rules, in my opinion, I'm just going to say this real quick, but if you're going to do a street race and or no prep race, the rules need to be, right, a tire size. Unless it's going to be unlimited, then it's unlimited. I don't care what we bring. If it's going to be a rule at all, it needs to be tire size, steel roof, and quarters. Other than that, I'm sick of hearing.
And no wheelie bars.
well, no.
Well,
Don't
I mean, wheelie bars are not going to work on a no. Anyway,
Listen, here's the thing. Wheelie bars are terrible.
Right.
Hillary runs wheelie bars. I hate wheelie bars.
That fucking
All right,
voice
Mr.
message
Trump.
you
You
sent
know what?
this
I'm with
morning
you.
killed
Fuck
me.
wheelie bars. But no, but that's what you know what I mean. Like it's the fucking spirit of the rules. Okay, so if you're not scared, then you're gonna run. You're gonna run fucking unlimited, and be a man. If you have a small tire car, you're gonna run a small tire, and you're not gonna care who has a tube chassis. You're not gonna care who has a fucking 4D1X with twin turbos or a Hemi with a blower. You're gonna run on those tires and get down that fucking surface right there.
Let me ask you a question, Lure.
And if you're not that much of a gangster, then get the fuck away from me. And well, before you get away from me, lick my cock. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question.
You can ask whatever you want. I will definitely lie.
As far as no prep and street racing goes, in my opinion,
Yeah, that's
There
not a
should
question.
be-
You're giving me an opinion. I'm just joking. Just go ahead.
I'm gonna say my opinion.
Go ahead, I'm just
Tell me,
fucking-
I want to know if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm
All right,
wrong.
go ahead. All right, go ahead.
There should be 3 rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tire rule,
Yeah.
wheelie bars or no wheelie bars,
Yeah.
Still rough quarter.
That's 2.
steel roof and quarters.
That's it.
Yeah.
The only
If you want to show up,
I'm cool with it.
if you want to show up with Ryan Martin's Fireball
Cool.
on a 2810.5,
Come on with it.
bring it.
Please.
Because I have a car that runs 2810.5s.
Yeah.
Gonna fuck you up.
I'll tell you right now, Ryan, and I will put, I'm not worth much, but I'll put everything I got on it.
Got a Harley now.
Yeah. If Ryan Martin showed up tomorrow on 28 and it wasn't fucking raining like it always is, right?
Was it a W?
And said, I want to run anybody on a 28, who the fuck would show up? Us. Who would we bring? Mike Gwynn.
Yep.
And we win or lose, it doesn't matter. Yes, he has more power. Yes, he has a better chassis. Yes, he has more experience, I guess,
And
right?
more money for sure.
He has way more fucking money,
More
right?
cubic dollars than us.
He has way more cubic dollars, way more cubic inches, way more fucking power adders. We got a small block with a fucking plate with 2 stages on it, and it's a fucking quote unquote joke. And we'll put right next to that motherfucker. We'll get right on the goddamn street, right next to him, and most likely fucking gap that piece of shit.
even that,
And if it comes to a driver's race, I take Mike Wynn any day of the week.
if it's on our road on 298, Sinclair would show up.
The Holy Grail.
Yeah, you got
The
that
purple
right.
fox from Albany would show up. Literally all of all of the people we've had at a shootout
Thy
would
kingdom
show up
come,
because they're
thy no
fucking
prep come.
confident.
No prep.
On the street as it is in the no pro. And give us this daily thumper bumper.
Here we go.
And forgive us for using that shit.
Speaking of prep.
Oh god.
Oh, we got to do it.
Don't do it.
He about to drop it on you now.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be the.
So do I sing your song?
Sticky beat I mean.
All right, so I want to say that for a solid 13 to 14 weeks over the summer, everything, no matter if it's race cars, my business, pesticides, car parts, lumber, it's been hard to get all year because Joe Biden's a cocksucking piece of shit. Hashtag let's go Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Right? So,
FJB.
all I'm going to say is we finally got the availability to have Black Magic in the Monday before the no prep. I text Rob and I said, I will take as many squirt bottles as you want to send me. And he goes, it's been a while since I have it in, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'll take whatever you can spare, whatever's not sold, I will take it in squirt bottles. If it's 10, if it's 30, if it's 400, I'll pay for it. No response.
Yeah.
I love Robin. I love the BCSR boys. Black Magic is king of the preps in my opinion.
Yeah.
Some people will say a prep is a prep. Some people will say this prep's better than better.
True.
But in my opinion, Black Magic's the king of it all. So what I'm going to say is Rowdy Racing in the spring of 2022. Well, not Rowdy Racing, but me and Jim, we're rolling out our own prep. It's called Dr. Prepper. And we're going to be selling it in 33.8 ounce bottles.
33.8. It's all about them ounces, kid.
One bottle is going to be 25. One bottle is going to be $30. Two bottles is going to be $50. We've made a test hit back to back, and I'm not throwing shade. So if 2.5 hours into this podcast, anybody who's a Black Magic supporter or even Rowd himself, if you're listening, I'm not throwing shade. But what I'm saying is we made a test hit on a bare road with Black Magic with Brad's car. It went its numbers. Then we made a test hit on the same bare road, just moved up an 1/8 mile with Dr. Prepper. It went a 0.5 faster to the 40 or to the 60, and it went 0.2 faster to the 1/8 mile with the same mile an hour. What? Yeah, not the fucking taillights. So I'm not saying we're better. I'm not saying Black Magic's bad. I think the issue is with Robin is that it costs so much money to send liquids, perishable, flammable liquids from Oklahoma to New York.
And he's also making a prep that works down there, and maybe it doesn't work up here.
And not to mention, Robin's never...
And I'm not saying that either. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead of you, but his prep works great up here.
Yeah, and...
All right, but it could... And then really, all of us use it.
Yeah.
But we've figured it out, or actually not we've. I'm not having any part of this. But Ty and Jim have figured out a mixture for our surface at this moment that is fucking better, just by a little bit. And we're not. And like, you know what? If there was a fucking $10,000 race tomorrow and we didn't have any Dr. Prepper, I would want Black Magic.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
You know what I mean? I love that dude. He's fucking cool as shit.
He's the greatest.
And he fucking definitely has good prep, dude. I mean, I've tried it all. We do everything, and his prep's the shit on our streets.
Black Magic is top tier prep. It's better than anybody else out there.
It's also consistent.
It's very
consistent.
Whether it's hot or cold out, concrete, asphalt,
porous.
Let's say
everything.
this. He's had the most, or since we've been buying from other people, the most like range.
Yep.
So like it can be almost 82, 83, and it can also be fucking 58, 55, and it's fucking hooking the same.
Look what we did with Gwen's car in the middle of summer last year.
Fucking in the north, we need that.
And then last year with Bobby's car in November, it was 37 degrees out. The thing goes 139 60 foot.
And it's I had pants on. That's how you know it was cold.
Exactly. That's how you know it's cold. Fucking Lou's wearing pants. But the thing is, we're not throwing shade to Robin.
No.
I think the thing is with Robin, it
if
costs.
you're closer to Robin, fucking get it from Robin.
Absolutely.
But if you're in the Northeast, get it from. I'm telling you right now, fucking get it from Ty. I'm not saying that because he sucks my dick. Because he does do he does do that, but he does that regardless of my sales of his shit.
I think
You really should though. It's fucking nasty.
I think it just costs so much for Robin to send it up. It's more of a hassle, which is unfortunate because I love Robin, I love Black Magic, but I am at the end of the day, I love doing what I'm doing. I love street racing. I love no prep racing. I love it all. I will do it for free for the rest of my life. But if I can capitalize on a market to make $4 a year, I'm gonna do it.
And it works.
And it works.
So if it works,
And I'm not
you're not gonna make a bad name for yourself. People are gonna be like, oh fuck, dude knows what the fuck's going on.
And I'm not gonna back a product I never tested before.
Fuck no.
Oh,
We're testing. We're testing that fucking product on the baddest car. Well, I'm sorry, Tabor, but one of
the baddest cars in New York.
One of the baddest. It's not true because we've faced each other and we've beaten and lost. So who knows? But one of the baddest small tire cars in the country. Really, and then you know what? I said that on accident, but it's fucking true.
I'm with it.
It's
I'm with
fucking true. I don't
with
care what anybody says because we beat fucking mid 4-second cars on the street. So anyway, that we're testing it with that fucking car, and it's a nitrous car, and it's a plate, so it hits hard as fuck. And every time we fucking get down with that shit, so
100%.
suck a dick.
all right. So on. Back to Clint's
I'm
statement.
all about sucking dick.
Back to Clint's statement.
Clint's statement.
What was Clint's statement?
If we do any shots,
Oh yeah, hang on. We got
We
shots
got
to
a
do.
shot.
Hey, cheers to Dr.
up, Nick
Prepper
Moore.
2022.
Dr. Prepper, suck a
You
dick.
fucking son of a bitch. My mom makes a great prosciutto.
Listen. Hey,
Hello.
what's
It's
up?
the cease and desist order.
Gabagoo.
All right. So Clint's statement about Sinclair doing this. I like Sinclair. He's a good
Okay,
dude.
I'm gonna time you out already.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I love you, Clint. But fuck you for one, okay?
Whoa, what happened?
And he's gonna agree with me
What have
to the
I done?
fullest tilt.
Oh boy, he's pointing to me. I'm the best.
This is Jared Lewis.
Fuck here.
So-
I weigh a lot.
For the last 2 years, we've been street racing, and we've expanded our groups.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups in Syracuse, this group and that group, and fuck boys and fuck girls and all this bullshit. Clinton has always called this person a certain name. I'm not gonna say it because I like the kid. No, fuck you. I didn't start that motherfucker.
Yeah, I did not.
Who started it then? Don't say
I
me.
didn't start it.
Say state names. The 2021 motherfucker. State names.
I did not start.
You
this.
started it.
Okay, you
did not
carried it
say
on. You carried it on. Clint called this motherfucker all kinds of derogatory things. I meet this dude. He's the sweetest guy I've ever met. Sinclair.
Which dude are we talking
You know,
about?
who I, you know who I was told?
I never called him anything.
Shut up.
Listen, hold on.
Shut up.
No, no, no.
Shut up. No, shut up.
No, no,
Shut up.
I'm gonna make this clear right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Make it. Hang on.
Right
Hang on. Make it clear, Clint. Go
I
ahead.
did not start the fucking name
You
Crackhead.
spread that shit.
You spread it like fucking HIV, like your name is Magic
Listen.
Johnson.
Yes.
They are crackheads, but
You
not.
spread it like.
Listen,
Hey!
listen, not in the bad way. Like these motherfuckers don't do
Is it
crack.
good way to be a
there's
crack
loads
player?
of good ways to call somebody
Listen.
a crackhead, you fucking idiot.
It's because they're fucking wild. This dude will smoke a black and mild and put his bumper on the fucking starting line.
The wild thornberries.
No. See, here's the thing.
I did not start the name, but the name does stick because they are fucking wild. It ain't got to do with them doing crack. I don't think they do crack, but they
Shut
are
up.
fucking wild.
All right.
I have been.
Cool it,
I
cool
have
You want to
been.
call them methods? Sean, your name's Method now because you're fucking
That's,
wild
that's
still.
enough. That's enough.
So I don't. I've quote unquote been out of the street scene for a while around here.
Like, at least
So by that I mean I only. No, I mean with the weirdos from around here.
Oh, the locals.
The
yeah.
locals.
We do our own thing.
I no, exactly. But this was another local that I had never heard of, and his name's Sean Sinclair. All right, he's got a fucking Vega. He's got a fucking I don't know what. It's a small block. I don't know what. How
You just
big?
call that a Vega? He will fucking fight you.
It's a Skylark.
No,
It looks like a Vega to me.
It is a Skyhawk. He will fight all of you.
He won't fight me.
It is a Buick
If he,
Skyhawk.
and if he does, he gonna
I
lose.
wanna
Listen, it's the gun show right now, and I ain't even gonna take
Listen.
my shit off. All right,
That
but
is
anyway,
the sketchiest
I was
car.
told.
Go
hey,
on, go on, Louis.
I was told this. You know, the crackheads are coming. I go, what the fuck? Who do you mean the crackheads? Oh, the crackheads are coming. Blah blah blah.
Y'all almost made Lure flex and turn his flannel into a tie dye.
But anyway, so I was told, you know, like the crackheads are coming. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, oh, you just gotta be watching them because they're fucking weird and they fucking do like crazy shit. I'm like, what? And no one ever told me why. I'm like, whatever. I ain't worried about it. We can do it. I I went to a city school, motherfucker. So we're all set. My uncle a crackhead, dude. We're good. I know how to deal with these motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
I'm not joking. You sprinkle a little cocaine over to the side, motherfucker looks at it, gang, right in the head, motherfucker. Bang! Go take a nap, motherfucker. So I was like, whatever. Like, yeah, he gets mad if he loses, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll knock the fuck out this dude. I don't give a fuck. So then we're hanging out and we're talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody. All of a sudden I go, yo, what the fuck? Who the fuck's the crackheads? They're like, you don't fucking know? Like, I just talked to everybody. Who's the crackheads? You can't tell because this dude Sean is fucking cool as shit.
He's a sweetheart.
He's fucking nice as fuck. I'm like, he don't act like no crackhead. All of a sudden, like, oh, the flat black car. So when I fucking flag at the first round, and he pulls up, I'm like, that guy? I mean, he's a squirrel. Don't get me wrong. He's an absolute squirrel. But squirrel's cool.
Yeah.
He fucking rolls up with a fucking dude. I don't know, some type of something in his
Black and
mouth.
mild.
He's smoking the fuck out of a black and mild.
Mid burnout.
Mid everything. There's more smoke coming out of the cab there is from the fucking fender wells. And I'm not joking. And I'm like, this is the guy you guys call crackhead? Like, he's cool as fuck. And then, like, Ty come up, he's like, no, those dudes call him crackhead. Like, I don't know, he seems cool. I'm like, oh, whatever. I like him.
But think about it.
That motherfucker, no, listen, he's unorthodox.
You know what he is?
He does dry hops in prep.
In prep. You know what he is?
I get it. He's unorthodox.
You know what he is?
What?
He's rowdy is what he is.
He is
Exactly. That's my point, though. Like, I was like, dude, people are like, they're not being mean by it, but they're quote unquote talking shit about.
He's a wild man. What
he's
he
a
is.
wild fuck.
He's a cowboy.
Like, dude,
he's
listen,
a cowboy.
Like, if the wild thornberries was real, he'd be in that motherfucker. Absolutely, dude. That dude's cool as hell. But you know what? As a quote unquote promoter, or me and you work together to do these things, whatever you want to call it, it's great to have a guy like that around.
Absolutely.
Because all you gotta do is call that dude and be like, "Hey, man, we're gonna race tonight." And he's like, "On my fucking way." You know what I mean?
We could tell him, "Hey, man, we're gonna do it."
He's another Gwyn.
We could do it.
He's in at all times.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do an 8-car shootout. 7 of them are on 34x16s. We need one guy in a 28. Okay, I'll be that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be right there.
Yep.
You sure I can't use my 2910, dude?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, dope.
Listen, he's gonna be an hour late, but he'll be there.
No, that's true. That's all. I think because he lost his Wi-Fi. That's why.
Goddamn Wi-Fi, boy.
And he'll go around.
I will straight up argue Sean is.
And he's a driving motherfucker.
He's a
Let's
driving
put it that
son of
way.
a bitch.
Gwen is
Let's
the
talk about
fastest dude in queues. Sean is probably the most gangster
Sean
dude in
is
queues.
Sean is right behind Gwyn, in my opinion, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Gwyn will literally race anybody anytime. Doesn't matter what you got
so will
on the
that,
street.
yeah.
I want
ready.
to. You know what I want to
But
see?
even being slower, which we know he's slower, Sean will do the same.
I want to see the Biscayne versus the Skylark.
Oh, me too.
100%. That'd be
man, I
That
think
would
the
be a fucking
The
race,
Biscayne
dude.
is fucking bad.
They both
dude,
ice
but-
skate like a
Oh,
motherfucker.
yeah, they're fucking skating bitches.
Yep.
That man hang the hoops on a bare road.
All right, y'all want to take a fucking 90-degree turn on this fucking podcast real quick?
I bet.
Hold on.
All right.
Can I
what?
back up to what I was saying?
Back up.
Back up. Back. All right. So Clint talks about how Sinclair pulls the wheels and
Get
everything.
close, be close.
I'm not touching you for no reason, weirdo.
Listen, so no shade to Sinclair. He pulls the wheels, right?
Yep.
Okay, Sinclair also weighs 2,600 pounds. That's why he pulls the wheels. It's not bumper thumper.
You pulled the wheels on Bumper Thumper.
Yeah, I pulled the wheels on any fucking crap.
At 3,600 pounds, faggot.
Because I got my fucking suspension.
Sounds
put by
like
Todd, I'm
excuses
you.
now.
Also, Dr. Prepper's better.
Facts.
But anyway.
Spooky pulled the wheels
Okay,
on Bumper
you pulled
Thumper.
it like 2 inches.
Imagine.
Let's make this
Listen,
clear.
I only got 3 inches. What do you want me to do? Show it all?
When you
let-
tooled that, keep
Spooky.
picking that microphone up, I'm going to flush you down the toilet.
He's all right.
Let's make this clear. I
Spooky.
100% support everything Ty's doing. And if it comes down to it, I may be selling some rowdy shit on
Yeah.
the streets too.
You should.
I support the
I
dude
I
that
bet.
supported me before Ty started making prep. I'm still going to support him. I'll still
Yeah.
sell
Well,
Bumper
no
Thumper.
one's hating you for
But
that. No one's hating you for that. At
There's
all.
a
one
very
cares,
good
honestly.
chance that I
You're a
will have
retard,
some
no one
rowdy,
cares.
some doc.
No one
Dr.
wants
Prepper
mentally challenged
with-
fucks involved in their fucking in their business. So shut up.
No shade, the bumper
Retard.
thumper. I'll be the first to
not
know.
an equal opportunity employer, unfortunately.
No, if you're retarded, stay the fuck home, Clint.
Spooky would do a backflip on Dr.
Oh
Prepper.
my god.
All right.
And you know what? The owner of Spooky put it in first gear too.
Oh.
Also, Also to backtrack on who we wanted to win. Yeah, I wanted Spooky to win the second round, but I put in third gear.
Yeah, of course you did, because you were driving it and you're a retard.
I can't drive 3 speeds. Sorry.
All right, are
You
you
can't
ready?
drive anything.
Are you ready?
I saw you wheeling that fucking that 680 pass you made on the
God
fucking street.
damn it! I can't wait to run Lure
Are you
over
ready?
next year.
Oh
out of your
my god!
Put that big tire on in that big turbo, boy.
Oh my god!
We got a beginning of the year call out right
You got
here.
Tesla Plaid over here? What are you doing?
Is this dude for real right now?
He gonna call me daddy.
Please, somebody put a bib on this dude and feed him. That dude's a baby back bitch.
Lure gonna call me daddy all next year. You wait and see.
Yo,
My god!
your girl already in my inbox though, so I
Yo,
don't
you
get
better
it.
get that screwdriver out and get the tuning, boy.
I love it. All right, 90-degree turn. We go from talking shit to talking shit about somebody else real quick. Ready?
I bet.
So me, Lure, Jim, and Gwyn are at Magnolia. It's end of
Yeah.
June. We raced Brandon Mork. We
Yeah.
beat him. We raced some Mustang. We beat him. Two pairs later, a Mustang in
Next
the
pair. It was the second pair.
Was
We were
next
the
pair?
first. Yep.
next pair out. A Mustang left lane gets out of shape, goes across the track, hits the right guardrail,
Yep.
flips, hits a Chevy 2500, flips back, hits the guardrail again, wads the guardrail onto the track. They shut the fucking racetrack down. So we're all bullshitting the pit. It's me, Lure, Jim, Mork, his old lady, Hoskinson's there. Mork is telling us that fucking Edward, Spaghetti-word, Bigfoot, fucking Sasquatch,
I fucking knew it.
fucking Eddie
Eddie
Grimes.
fucking Grimes.
He's telling us that Eddie's was it Eddie or Eddie's lady? One of them approached Mork and
Both
his,
of them.
They approached
They
Mork.
went after Brandon Mork, who, if you don't know who Brandon Mork is, he's gorgeous.
He is. He's a sexy son of a bitch.
I'm the furthest thing from gay, and I would look at him naked. I wouldn't touch him. I would not touch him, but I would look at him naked.
Well, so
And his wife is very, very pretty.
his wife's gorgeous.
Very, very pretty.
So
girl.
here's the thing. So they walk up to fucking Mork and Mork's old lady, and they ask, "Hey man,
And Eddie's ugly as a motherfucker. I don't know what his wife's okay. I guess I can't remember what she looks like. To be honest.
Eddie looks like if you left. Eddie looks like if you left a Big Mac in a thunderstorm. All right.
He looks like if you ran out of a tank of fuel at the 8th and coasted back.
Exactly,
Right.
on a mountain.
And then started up to leave
Twice.
twice.
So they walk up to Mork and his wife, and they say, "Hey, we're swingers.
Would you like?
Do you guys want to swing with us?"
Do you want to be on the other side of the swang?
My wife and me and Mork and his old lady, do y'all want to swing? And Mork was like,
Eddie looks like a car accident.
Eddie, Mork goes,
Eddie looks like the inside of a sumo wrestler's butthole.
Mork,
Eddie looks like a testicle that got stuffed in a butthole.
Mork goes, get away from me. 'Cause-
Right, that's enough.
yeah.
It's enough of your shit, guy.
So
Amigos.
3.5 months go by. It's October now. All right.
Yeah.
I get a phone call at work on Wednesday.
On your work number.
No, on my personal phone. 10 o'clock. Phone rings. I'm getting ready to fucking spray a house. Phone rings. Look at the phone. Bill Hoskinson. I'm like,
Oh boy.
I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be fucking fantastic. Oh, answer the phone. Hey man, like, what's up, Bill? He's like, y'all Rowdy Racing motherfuckers are dropping the ball over there on Blue Collar Shoe Racing Unplugged. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? He goes, Eddie Grimes. I'm like, what about that faggot? He goes, well, you know him and I think her name's Andrea. You know him and Andrea are swingers, right? And I'm like, yeah. Well, apparently there's video going around from the last time that Lure and Gwyn were at Magnolia. Yeah. Eddie and his wife did a little swinging action with another couple. And then after that, another couple came into their trailer and they fucked again.
And done smacked
So
it to
that
her
was
again.
ended up being 6 people. I'm like, that's cool, Bill. Why you calling me?
Thanks a lot, Bill.
I'm like, Bill, it's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Bill, are you using A1 to jerk off right now? What's happening, Bill?
I'm like, what are you getting at? And he goes, well, Mrs. Grimes is pregnant, and they don't know. They don't know who
and
the
then
daddy
we're like,
is.
thank you so much, Bill.
And I was like, wait a minute, what? And he goes, oh, and there's video. So I want you to get off the phone with me. I want you to call Jim, and I want him to do some investigating, because if anybody's going to find that bullshit out, it's going to be your boy Jim. I was like, you know what, Bill? You're probably not wrong on that one.
Yeah.
He goes off into a fucking tangent about how fucking Molly's fucking a stripper and this and that, and I'm like, Okay,
No,
he's-
Molly's not
Bless her
fucking
heart.
a stripper. Molly is a stripper, and she's fucking everything.
True.
Apparently. But
In my DMs.
on the topic of Bill, Bill is not a shit starter, even though it sounds like he is in this instant, really, right?
In that instance, yes.
Right.
But in general,
but he's
no.
really not. And he gave us a really nice shout out in his own video, which is gonna get way more viewers than us. So,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah. By 3 times for sure.
But whatever the price, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying he gave us the shout out, and he not only deserves a shout out back, like we have to get, we have to do it but he also deserves it.
Yeah, no.
He's
so
a great guy. He had 2 bang up kids. You know what I mean? He's really really done that well. One of his dogs doesn't like me too much. Definitely bit me a little bit. But that was because I was dapping up Daddy, and Daddy was there, and he was he may be a little smaller than me, and the dogs didn't like that.
I will say we
It's okay.
we started off rough with Street Racing Channel,
Absolutely,
and
but
they have come full tilt on us.
We've all worked.
And-
we've all raced with them. We've all done that. Whatever, and we've all been together and helping each other already.
And I wanna
So
say-
we definitely Street Race Channel is an ally to say. Go ahead.
No, True is definitely allied to Rowdy Racing, and I want to say that out of anybody, obviously media is going to have a fight with media. My media guy, my manager of media is Jim, and Jim would like to say something to SRC.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh boy.
This
Oh boy. Let me limpy this. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
it started out spicy, right?
Oh,
It started out.
I
a
remember.
little-
I remember how spicy it sounded.
walking in my house.
I remember it really spicy.
Oh,
I remember it really spicy, Jim. Really spicy.
Anyway,
We had one of the most epic limpy podcasts ever at
We
that
had
point.
the best battle online that anybody's ever had in their whole
For
lives.
sure.
All right.
That we
For sure.
won.
That
To be fair, we won.
To be fair.
And because we won, though, we got a lot more followers because of how cool those guys are.
All right, so Jim, go ahead, bud.
I wanted to say that even though we've had that beef, you came out the cuts and said what a big fan of Mike Gwynn you are. That means a lot to us. It really does. I think it's fantastic. I think that it really shows the quality of your person, and I'm a big fan of that. And unless Ty tells me to get sideways on somebody again, I think we're Gucci, man.
We won't
I'm
flame
a
you
huge
anymore.
fan. No,
No, he's a great
honestly,
dude.
I'm really not,
Like,
because honestly,
Listen, there's been many. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm dumb, so I'll forget. There's been many times, like 5 or 6 times this year, where no one has been able to go with Mike somewhere, and Big Bill has backed him up, and was willing to do it even against his own son. You know what I mean? So like, he's a stand-up dude. Both the kids are stand-up dudes. We've raced with them enough to know that. Were they fun to make fun of? Of course they were. Who's not fun to make fun of? You can make fun of me for fucking days, all
I'm
right?
getting
And I
made
would
fun of
laugh
all
with you.
day,
But
every day.
those dudes are great, and they would help us with anything, and as would we. If they brought any one of those cars over to our trailer and they needed something, it would be all hands on deck, and I want them to know that.
yeah, that's absolutely the truth, and I am a real big fan of that change of pace that we all started kind of getting along. It felt good, and I hope we can keep doing some wild, reckless shit.
Well,
and
as
do
much
some-
as I like
do
conflict,
some racing.
I never liked driving by their pit thinking if they look at me, I'm gonna jump off
Yeah.
and fucking smack somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it went away quick, but like when I first started fucking seeing them, I was like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. I'm gonna jump the fuck off and smack somebody. Like, I'm thinking they're gonna say something dumb, and I'm gonna have to be me. You know what I mean? Like, I am who I am. You know what I mean? But like, no, they've proven themselves time and time again, and I think they always respected us, or at least Mike or whatever. And then when we were in Magnolia and Tommy came over, a 20-year-old kid with a nasty ass Falcon come over, and like knowing we are faster, right? Mike's gonna beat him. If they leave at the same time, Mike's gonna gap him. If they, he's got a bad chance of beating Mike. And he came over and asked if there was any chance we could fucking split money. And he was like, he asked Mike for 80-20. And Mike looked at him and he goes, why don't we go 50-50? He like you could see it right in his face, like what the fuck?
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
bro?
we mean
Like,
50
what-
50.
you're
He's
for-
like, he's
They're
like,
not
fuck-
used to that kind of
yeah.
kindness.
No, absolutely. And Mike's like,
that's
dude, I'm not here to
flattering.
win the money, dude. I'm here to win the race. So
What-
come with your shit, and we'll just fucking split it.
Which
And he was like, that's so fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I think they realized that we were the same way. You know what I mean?
really wonder, actually, if they're like.
Oh,
I really
yeah,
wonder
so
if
you're
they're
right.
like that, and they've been saturated with knuckleheads for so long.
popular, yeah.
Well, that's
yeah,
think
they
about
don't
that. Think
have
about
this
that,
option.
though.
normally.
I'm no one like I'm like mildly, whatever you want to call it, popular in a lot of different realms of this area.
I think you're popular.
And it's weird, like, but people don't know what the fuck they're looking at. Like they think they think anything you say is gold because you are who you are. But you
Yeah.
don't, I could be lying to people. You know what I mean? Like people were following them around for anything they said. But really, and the haters are the same. Haters the same.
because of who they are.
Right. Exactly. They hate them because people like them.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna
I know what
attract
that feels
attention.
like. Not that I'm nowhere near what they are. Those guys are fucking. They know by everybody.
They're a big deal. They
But
are.
like,
They honestly
at
are.
a very
Real
small
talk.
scale, I know how they feel, and I'm like, I can't believe they're so cool.
Know what it is? And it's going to sound ridiculous, but Frank Lucas said it best. The biggest heroin dealer in Harlem said it best.
My dude.
When you're successful, success breeds enemies.
Yep.
If you want best friends, be unsuccessful.
Yeah.
That's the
why
end
I
of it.
hate you.
That's the
faggot.
end of it. Mwah.
Well, on top of that too, I don't think that the Northwest really has the hospitality. Like
The Northwest, Clint. You were saying
they're
Northwest.
North and West.
Yeah, you mean like Seattle or something,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Thanks.
Ohio's considered Mideast.
Let's say Mideast,
But
I don't think they have the hospitality that we
But
we
no,
are offering.
No, but the thing is, New York is not known for their hospitality. We are known for stabbing you in the back alley because you robbed us of fucking $7.
Well,
But the thing is,
Because you thought about
that's
it.
because you keep
thought
thinking New
about
York
it.
City.
well, no, that's a New York mindset. But the thing is, when we go racing and shit,
We're
like me
from
and Lou talked
New
about,
York.
and me and Taylor even said this week, when you go out of town, if you are from the same state as somebody, no matter how much you want to kill that person,
You gotta roll.
you
with
are
them.
their team.
gotta roll
That's
with
the
them.
end of it. New
Dude,
York
we
is New
never
York.
liked Pluniak way back in the day. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
we ended up pitting next to them, and they needed some stuff from us. And you know what? Fuck it. He wasn't as bad as people thought he was. Whatever. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. You know, but
Talks a lot, but-
yeah, whatever. You know what? He isn't slow though. You know what I mean?
He's also knowledgeable.
right, and he isn't slow, and he does his thing. Whatever.
You know who else is super smart but doesn't say much?
Noah.
Nick Butler.
Brad Jordan.
Well, yeah.
Over there. Yeah.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Him
Brad,
too.
Brad is a smart motherfucker when it comes to race cars, and he doesn't say a fucking word ever.
That's
I
because
think
he's
you
a
should get on the
motherfucker.
mic,
He don't
though.
want no one knowing
Brad,
nothing.
come take my spot.
Come over here, Brad. Come over here,
You
Brad.
need to talk a little.
Brad, I want to talk to you about one thing. We're gonna do the old classic Democrat circle back.
Brad's
okay?
a pro mod if no one knew.
So, Brad, this is your first year out with your car. This is your first year out, no prep racing, street racing, doing all those other things. What do you think about how it's been so far this year, bud?
I enjoy it. It's way better than fucking around with Hondas. And shit.
Yeah, exactly. Get a little bit closer if you can. Yep. Now, if you had a word of what you want to see more next year, or what do you want to see less of, or any kind of anything as far as what we're doing, what do you want to do more next year? What do you want to do less of next year? I should say.
Less bullshit. Like, people want shit out of you, and you just don't want to give it to them. Like
Like
6
what?
cars.
Oh yeah, that's spotting bullshit. That's like that goes back to the classic Albany 518, the fucking no steps bullshit.
Yeah.
There ain't no stipulations in
steps,
fucking
no
street
racing,
racing.
no written, or is it no rules, fucking no prep.
Yeah, no
Oh,
time, no
or
time.
No
No time, no prep.
no rules.
No time,
with
no rules.
45 rules.
and
because
65 fucking preps.
apparently being in a wheelchair doesn't make you smart.
And
Okay, you're not only fucking physically retarded, you're mentally retarded. Go fuck yourself.
and all the
And I'll say that right to your fucking roly ass face, bitch. Fuck you.
all the guys that are hosting cash days, they want registered, titled, insured.
Yeah, fuck
and
you
all
with
that
that
shit.
bullshit.
So guess what? Mine's gonna have plates, full interior, everything on it next year.
See, you weren't here for the conversation that we were talking about. Street racing is about fucking on the street. I don't care what the fuck you show up with. If we're gonna have a rule, it's gonna be fucking, this is the tire size you're allowed, and you have to be an actual car.
Yeah.
Fucking real street car. I don't care if you're registered. Your insurance don't fucking matter to me. That's your fucking problem, not mine. Be on the street, be on this tire, and then be a fucking man. And that's it.
Same thing as Kyle said. You can tell when somebody
they're
or a group
bitches.
of people knows what they're doing and just wants to be a part of something.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I
Proof is right in the pudding.
I was listening to the last podcast you guys had last year while I was building this car.
It sucked. I'm sorry.
No, you good. And
I was probably really funny. You're welcome.
and I was in the middle of building the car, and the sole purpose was just to get out on 298. Because I seen
The Holy Grail.
Yeah, the cash days last year. in
We
June.
love you. 298. We love you.
I need to get fucking the town of fucking DeWitt to just rename that road fucking Rowdy Racing.
Rowdy Road.
Rowdy Lane.
Rowdy Road.
You know what the coolest part about that bullshit is? I was out with COVID from work, and I
Whoa,
went.
how are you still here?
I know, right? I haven't worn a mask in years.
99.99 repeating.
I'm part
I
of
don't
the.
understand.
I'm part of the 98.6.
Did you explode?
I didn't. Spontaneous human combustion.
Oh my god.
Anyways, hang on.
Are you a long hauler? Oh my god.
So I left the doctor to try to get cleared from work because my vertigo issues, and they're like, "Listen, bro, you shouldn't even be driving. How you getting home?" I'm like, "Thug life, bro." I walked out. I leave there.
Whoa.
And I go to Anson Graphics, who sponsored our No Prep. Thank you,
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
for that one. We appreciate
Absolutely.
that one.
Anson,
Thanks,
thank
Anson
you.
Graphics. They made it possible for us.
Fucking A.
All right. So I go there. I'm bullshitting with Joe, Brad's boss. And he writes me, he goes, he's never met me before. I walk in, I'm like, hey, man. He's like, what's up? I'm like, Tire Ranger Rowdy Racing. He's like, I owe you money. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, $2,000. I'm like, yep. And he writes me a check. And I'm like, thanks, dude. And he's like, this is this, blah, 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 blah. We're bullshitting for like an hour. And I leave. Brad's talking about wanting to race 298. I leave Anson Graphics, which is our test road.
Right.
I get to the corner of our test road and our race road, which is called Pepsi Road. The Pepsi factory is across the street. What is the Pepsi address? 660 Route 298. It can't be more fucking perfect, dude. At that moment in my life, I was like, I know where I'm supposed to be,
Yep,
and
I
it's
fucking
right here
figured the fuck out.
with COVID.
And that fucking sign. Oh, I'm sorry. That sign is like right there in the
Yeah,
middle of Pepsi.
it's in your fucking face. It's
Oh, yeah.
We got a fucking plaster goddamn Rowdy Racing sticker on that goddamn building. So
And on the street sign.
and the street. Also want to give a shout out to Steve Saggs. Sorry that the Giants lost last night, my guy,
Because they suck.
because they suck. I'm talking about baseball now, but the Giants in football suck too.
Well, they're really bad.
But shout out to 8-Bit Performance. They sponsor our Dino Days. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate that. Do you want to chime in? So, Steve, this is your first year kind of rolling with us on street racing, No Prep racing. I know you're just happy to be here, so why don't you just come up?
Congratulations on your first pubic hair, Steve.
Anything that you want to say entitled to the racing community or anything like that?
Gay cars.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Repeat that all-wheel drive.
Get closer to the mic.
Nothing really.
No?
It's been a good year.
Have you had fun?
Definitely have a lot of fun.
I was telling Kyle earlier that normally me and Lure and Jim, we do 3 races a year. We do our July cash days, our September cash day, which is Run What You Brung, and then November cash day, which is 28th only. We've had 4 caches already. We're having 1, possibly 2 more. An event at the track, possibly another event at the track on Halloween, and then we've gone to Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee all year. What do you think about the expansion so far? And it's just your guys' first year of racing with us. What do you think?
It's been great.
Yeah.
8th mile realm's way different than quarter mile realm. That's
Yep.
for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean,
people are way different as well.
you're a Euro guy, you're a quarter mile guy, so you see
He's slightly gay.
you see the insight to 8th mile and American Muscle. So how does it differentiate with the demographic of people?
Oh, it's huge. Like you guys were talking about earlier, when you're in the pits, you're helping people out. You don't really see that much in the quarter mile realm, especially in the Euro realm. I shouldn't say quarter mile, more in the Euro realm.
Mm-hmm.
No one gives out their tuning secrets. No one gives out tools, cables, software like that. It's completely different. 8th mile guys. There's some beef here and there with people, but for the most part, a lot of people really help out. And
Like Lou was
pitch in.
saying with
Yeah.
Hoskinson and us, if you can't back us up, you're gonna help us
Right.
out regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I've always been involved in like racing where everybody helps everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
literally the Rankin came over to our pits in West Virginia the first time we were there.
You wanted to? Oh my God! You gotta tell a story. You gotta tell a story. This is so good.
I didn't want to bash him, but whatever.
That's funny
So
though.
he fucking rolls in and he goes up to Mike and he goes, "Hey, you need any help?" Mike's like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" You know, like what are you? Nah, I'm good, man.
Not to mention we have Mikey's car there.
Right, he had Mikey's car there. We're not, we're just sitting there waiting to fucking go up. You need any help? He goes, "What are you talking about, man?" He's like, "Well, I'll just see if you need anything." He's like, "No, I'm all set." He's like, "Oh, cool. You got a welder?" Well, he just saw us under the car adding weight to the trunk and welding the fucking trunk so it didn't fucking fall through it, right? So he, of course, the welder's sitting there. "Do you have a welder?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You mind if I like weld something real quick?" He's like, "I don't give a fuck, dude. Bring your car over." So he brings his car over, and he offers Mike two t-shirts, like Rankin's t-shirts.
But he goes, "You know what? You're better than me at this."
Well, yeah, that's just Well, we're getting there.
Oh, sorry.
And Mike's like, "Yeah, man, whatever, cool, thanks." He's like, "I'll just give one to my fucking son. Who cares?" So he just takes it. He's like, I wouldn't want nothing anyway.
Right.
So then he hands him the fucking the welder little rod. I don't know anything. I'm not a welder. Hands him the thing and hands him the mask. And the dude goes, and he's like sitting there. Now, mind you, he came down there with like 15 people, so they're all his like fanboys like standing around watching him. And then he's like standing there. Mike's like handing him all the shit. And he goes, "Oh man," you could tell Mike being the guy he is like, "Hey man, you want me to do that for you?" He's like, yeah, you're probably better than me at that." He's like, "All right, no problem." You know, he could have just let him be like an asshole. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing is, like, dude, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing.
Just say
What do you
it.
fucking care?
I had no problem telling anybody I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Working
That
on my
dude's
car.
loaded. He did something right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why are you like? I don't get it. That shit doesn't make no sense. If I'm fucking loaded and I don't know how to fucking change oil in my car, I don't give a fuck.
I got money.
25 hours later, I'm gonna get my dick sucked. So who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I don't know. That dude, it just made no sense. So he was like, whatever. And Mike's just too good of a guy because I wouldn't have done it. I knew what was going on. And I was like, nope, let him sweat. Fuck it.
Exactly.
And Mike's like, "Yeah, I'll do that for you. You want me to do it?" He's like, "Yeah, you're probably better." He's like, "All right, no problem." Yeah, you're probably better. But no, whatever. I'm not. Again, I'm not trying to bash him or nothing. He was a nice enough guy, and he came to our event, which is cool as fuck. Cause
That's awesome. Yeah.
And he'll run on the street.
And, yeah,
you know what I mean? I like him.
Thank goodness.
I got no problem when I do it at all. I'm just fucking saying.
Well, hang on a second. What'd you say, Jim?
Thank goodness Clint said street.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
he got the Clint pass because that's what we're
true.
looking for in life.
So we
The
have
Clint pass.
we have a cash days coming up. We're not going to reveal the date, but so what happens is every year we do cash days and we take 8 cars. We always do 8 cars. 16 is too much. 8's perfect. So what we do is we take 8 cars. Hey. We take 8 cars, and what happens is the week of the race, somebody always backs out. And by somebody, I mean 5 people. So the day of the race, I'm left with 3 cars, and I'm scrambling. And I always manage to get 8 cars, always happens. But it was cool as fuck. Rankin texted me, and he's like, "Dude, I see your class is full. If you have somebody that drops out, I will put small tires on the Relic, and I will come to New York, and we'll race you on your road." And I'm like, "Dude," "people would love that." I'm like, "But I think the group we have, nobody's going to drop out, but we're good." And he goes, "Next year, I want to be on the streets of Syracuse with you guys. I love how your boy did the no prep at Rowdy Racing at ESTA." He goes, he was a stand-up flagger. I liked it. He goes, you and your friends had great coordination. It was smooth." He goes, "And your flagger knew what he was doing." He goes, I think you guys are one of the best in our area because nobody does shit around here ever. The only no prep you hear about in the Northeast is fucking Ohio, and they have a series. There's a no prep
There's
series.
fucking 3 different tracks that do it.
A
there.
weekend.
And they murder it. Yeah,
Every
they kill it.
fucking time, dude.
That's
It's
why I
fucking
said
nuts.
well, we need to get our fucking dates squared away so we can talk to
So
them.
we can have a
there's-
series with them too.
There's some bad motherfuckers out
We
there,
go
and they can go to here. You know
One
what I
week
mean?
in Ohio, next week
Fuck
in New
yeah,
York.
you
One
know
week
that.
in
We go to Ohio.
Yeah,
We go there all the time.
Exactly.
Fuck Ohio too. You goddamn right. Anybody from Ohio, listen when I tell you. And I can speak for fucking Dr. Feelgood. That's my best friend, and that car fucking does whatever I fucking say it does. All right. Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't mean that to Mike because
That's
Mike
all right.
will tell me to go fuck myself if I'm stupid. But I know he'll roll with me in this one. Anybody from Ohio wants it anywhere in the world. First off the fucking trailer, you got it right now.
Got the business
Bitch.
coming with Dr. Prepper on the
You
tires.
got the fucking business.
I also
fuck your ass off the trailer, boy. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit.
I would also like to request that ProMod J. ProMod J, how you doing? That's Janine. That's Brad's wife.
Oh no, you get the mic.
Every time, so we have a group chat of
Yeah.
all of us. There's 13 of us here right now, and on top of us, there's 13 more in the chat. Shut up, assholes! There's like 30 of us in this fucking group chat. Anytime, Janine won't be in the chat for 9 fucking days, and all of a sudden, some chick will hit me up and be like, "Hey, I want you to spit in my ears and fuck me sideways," and I'll be like, "Hey, check this out." And the first person to respond is always Janine. And I'm like, she's always judging me with her fucking stupid.
No, it's funny because I'm in the chat a lot more than my chat head shows. So I see a lot of it.
So you creeping?
Yeah.
She's
Oh yeah.
she's
Well,
got
I
the-
get bored at work
She's
and I
a
just like
creep.
leave it up and I get good laughs out of it. So
You should see the notifications on the screen of her phone. They're
Oh,
always going.
boy.
So she's
Yeah.
reading.
All right. So
Yeah.
we're approaching 3 hours, which is usually our hashtag Dawson time cap.
She gone. Yeah, Dawson's girlfriend wants us to stop.
All right. So
Dawson's girlfriend said that's enough.
Before I close out, I'm gonna go around the room. Nick Moore, is there anything you want to say? Anything in the whole world? Call outs, talk shit, anything you want to say?
All right, number 1, Brandon DeSanto's a faggot.
Oh,
Wow.
Number 2,
You dodged Brandon though.
you get your turn. You get your turn. Keep
number
going.
2, Bumper Thumper's good, but Dr. Pepper's better.
Ooh.
Dr. Pepper?
Prepper.
Thank you.
Prepper.
All right,
you
we're gonna
autistic?
move on to Mr. Brad Jordan. You got anything to say, bud? Cap off?
No.
No, Steve? No, Lure?
No, I have nothing to say besides I'm really good looking and you wish you were me.
Steve Sag or Chris Buches? He's good. Cheers, Kyle. Infinity Media.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Mrs.
Mercedes, get over here.
Mrs. Mercedes. Anything to say?
I'm not moving the truck.
All right,
Mercedes
All
doesn't
right.
know how to move the truck.
Clint's got something to say in response to Nick.
Oh, we're gonna go with that. Well, Nick kind of dodged DeSanto, but
me all year.
DeSanto dodged Nick all year. Stop
No.
it. Yes, he
That's
did.
not how it
Yes,
works.
he did.
That's not how.
Wait,
it works.
wait, 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 wait,
DeSanto
wait,
didn't
wait,
have the
wait,
option to
wait,
race the truck.
wait,
How about
wait.
this? Let's set it down. We got something to talk about.
Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Sorry.
So hold on.
Oh, wait. Wait, let Nick, let Clint talk.
It's done and over with, anyways. But
Why?
DeSanto couldn't race the
They
truck
haven't
on the
salted
street.
the road
it's
yet.
Not
It's not-
his truck.
Whose truck?
It's his dad's truck.
So then it's not DeSanto's problem.
Correct.
So,
all season
so
long,
DeSanto should shut the
Des-
fuck up
Maybe you
then.
should shut the fuck up about it then.
It ain't DeSanto.
Fuck DeSanto. Fuck DeSanto.
What? You can suck my dick.
Fuck DeSanto. All right, go ahead, Clint.
Still, DeSanto offered Nick a race.
Brandon?
Nick didn't want it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
he's a nice kid.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick out for what's right.
Show me your DeSanto tattoo.
There's no DeSanto tattoo here.
Show me your Matt Rice tattoo.
Can I say something? No,
Clint, I agree with you.
Matt Cruz does agree with me on it.
What's Matt Cruz say about it?
Listen,
Come here, Matt
you know
Cruz.
who's nobody? Matt Cruz.
Oh,
Hello.
Matt.
This is Matt Cruz,
Matt,
Rowdy
gi-
Racing.
Matt, give us the AR-15 moan.
Anyways, this is Matt Cruz, Finish Line, Rowdy Racing.
He's our camera guy for the finish line.
I am the owner of the spooky Camaro.
I love this. I love this right now. We shot this all fucking night.
to
I'm hard.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm also hard. Anyways, so DeSantos. He's been driving this truck. You know, Nick Moore have been going back and forth. Him and Nick Moore have been going back and forth for a couple years now. DeSantos called Nick slow. Nick took a little of offense to it. So Nick calls him slow and tells him that he only drives truck on the on the track. Which Brandon DeSanto, he's known for driving on the street. You know, he's a street motherfucker. But You know, his car's
Right.
down. He's been driving his dad's truck. His dad doesn't want the truck being driven on the street. Finally, he can drive the truck on the street. End of the year, of course, all well.
Could be some bullshit.
Tells Nick that he can get it on the street anytime he wants. But you know what? Nick's
End
got
of
a
the year.
transmission to pull this weekend, so I don't know when he's going to get to it. But that was his excuse. He's pulling the transmission out of his car.
Yeah, but Nick's also had electrical problems for the last 2 months.
But Nick's also talking shit while having.
Then why would he be calling out DeSanto for the
I
past
didn't
2
call
months?
it DeSanto.
Because
Hold the fuck on.
wait. Shut up.
I just
Hang on. Hang on. DeSanto has also been talking all summer about Nick, and Nick has said shut up. Nick has said all summer, come get it, and DeSanto's dad has said no. Shut up. DeSanto's dad has said no. By the time DeSanto was ready, Nick was hurt. The end.
He's a bitch.
Nick's car never ran nitrous until like 3 weeks
I
ago.
don't
It
give a
don't
fuck.
matter.
It was fucking ready.
Here's the thing.
Nick's getting a little upset.
Wait a minute. Stop. Nick's car didn't run nitrous all year. You're right, but you know what? Nick was ready all year, and then finally he had electrical problems. And once he made it public, he had electrical problems. DeSanto all of a sudden, here he is. That's how I saw it.
Here's the thing. I don't know nothing about it.
Hang on.
I don't know nothing about it. Bring that over here. I don't know nothing about it. All I'm saying is, as much as I think this guy's an ugly piece of shit, right?
Nigel Thornberry.
Mr. Nigel Thornberry looking motherfucker is an ugly, dumb motherfucker. You can't say he ain't street.
Exactly.
He wasn't scared or nothing. That dude was ready to rumble at all times.
All year long.
And I don't even know Brandon like that. Whatever happened. I don't care. All I'm saying is you ain't gonna tell me Elmo's fucking faggot ass driver ain't street.
Exactly.
He might like dick, but he likes it on the street.
You race in the rain. That's how street is.
Exactly. And you know what?
Race in the snow. You ain't street. as
No,
fuck.
hang on.
You ain't street like me, motherfucker.
Hang on. That's another thing. Is the finals of Cash Days. Was it quick 6? Yeah. It was quick 6. We did a quick 6. I was getting tattooed at 8 o'clock. I was fucking hammered getting tattooed. Nick calls me, goes, everyone from Samson with a small tire is coming to Syracuse
I'll
tonight.
admit though, Clint
Except
set that up.
Kellogg, he's a bitch.
Clint did set
Hang
that
on.
up. I'll give him credit for that. But I told you.
No. He told me. He said Clint told me to call you. But the thing is, they showed up. We organized at 11:30. We're doing finals at 12:45. That's fucking gangster on its own right there. That's how you know we're organized, for one. So fuck you. So
100%.
So on top of that, we pull up to do semifinals, all right, and it's raining. And I tell Nick, hey, it's raining. Do you want to make this pass? And he goes, okay. Brad, you want to do this pass? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Dawson did not approve.
Fuck Dawson.
And I'm going to admit this as the flagger.
Even Lure told me no.
Ran off and said, "There's no fucking way I'm sending these guys down." And he's like, "You're right." And then went over and both dudes said yes, and I was like, "Wow, I'm the gay one." Okay, all right, guys, go ahead, do your fucking thing.
They did it. And you know what the best part is Nick drew Brad all summer long.
Yeah.
And that race, if Nick didn't get out of shape, would have been a fucking hell of a race.
Dude,
it still was a hell of a race.
So Dawson's dad comes up to me before Ty did, and he's like, "Yo, you want to race in this?" I was like, I don't know. And then when you were walking over, I seen Nick doing a burnout. I was like, "Fuck that! I'm going for the money."
Exactly.
So,
but
we raced.
also on camera, you can.
Nick basically laughed at me when I asked him if he wanted
did.
to race.
He did.
He was laughing at me.
I also asked Nick.
That's why I'm defending him so hard.
I go, hey man, you can see it in the video. I said, are you sure you want to make a hit in this weather? And Jim made sure he made that a caption on the video, and he says yes. And you see Nick pull up, and you see you do a U-turn and pull up to the parking starting line. And Dawson's dad was like, nope, not happening. And me and Matt Keys were like, shut the fuck up, they're racing.
Because there was a point of the like when we were staged, and I was like, I don't know if I should bring it up on the chip and then just like back out of it and then get back
Let's
in and
feather
then
it
go
down,
off on the light. But we stayed in it and fucking went for it.
It was a fucking drag.
We both
race,
went for the
and
ditches.
you know what? That was fucking. You know what? I will say one thing. That was fucking gangster. Y'all did it in the rain. Lure and Dave Kelly 7-8 years ago did it in a goddamn winter. It was a winter squall warning.
And on top of that, I spotted that motherfucker like 8 cars, and I still smacked that motherfucker.
All right, as we wrap up, is there anything Nick Butler has to say?
Nick Butler, by the way, this has nothing to do with racing, but Nick Butler's my favorite person to read his comments on Syracuse.com
and CNY Central.
and CNY Central. Anyway, he is an assassin with his words. Let's see what he can do now.
All right, Nick, what do you got to say, bud?
The last time you mentioned that, I was fucking fawning over you. I was like, yes, my girlfriend always makes fun of me for getting banned every fucking 4 days. Oh my god, it's terrible. All right, but everybody who wants to attend races, and that's nobody in here because you guys are actually smart, for the love of God, for the love of God, scrub 2 brain cells together and read the fucking rules. Don't message the event promoter and be, what day is the race? Is that a Saturday? It's a small tire race. Can I show up on big tires? I mean, I won't be able to race. Dude,
Are wheelie bars a problem?
like, God damn it.
Thank
Just-
you, Nick.
I think you, Lure, said it before. Get in where you fit in.
Exactly.
Just race and quit. I mean, you're on the internet. The event's right there in front of your face. It says whatever day it is.
Right, it's really easy.
Oh my god.
Unless you run into a fucking promoter that changes the rules after you lock in.
Hashtag
It takes her $250,000.
Hashtag Tennessee. All right. Matt Cruz, you said you had to say your piece. You said what you had to say, or what?
Matt Cruz. Finish line, Rowdy Racing.
Jimbo.
I just got an announcement. A spooky Camaro for sale, 2022 spring. 13.5. It's yours.
13.5.
Come take it.
All right, Jimbo.
Nitrous.
Anything to say, Jimbo? Anything you want to wrap up with, Jimbo?
Red Starburst is better than Pink Starburst.
No, pink is better. Shut up. Pink is better.
All right, as we wrap up, we're approaching our 3-hour hashtag Dawson time cap. I do want to say thank you. If you give me a second, I'll tell you how much I thank you to.
As Dave Chappelle said, I am the Magic Johnson of coronavirus.
I thought feminists meant Frumpy Dyke.
Frumpy Dyke!
I just want to thank our sponsor, Randy Jewell, for the $2,000 he put up.
Oh my God!
You know what? No.
I give him
I
credit.
feel like a bitch right now. You're right. And Randy Jewell, you can lick my whole scrotum. My whole scrotum. With both my big ass nuts in that motherfucker.
Stay at the track, faggot.
Oh, all right. Hang
He's
on.
a bitch.
As we cap off this this podcast, it'll probably be our last one for a little bit. I want to say thank you to M&K Automotive,
Yep.
New Millennium Central Square, Jammer Sports Bar and Restaurant, Auto Care at Split Rock,
I love you.
Ellen Krakowski at Allstate Insurance,
You're the best.
Anson Graphics,
I don't know what to say.
Speed Clinic,
You're the shit.
Infinity Media,
Uh-huh.
Photo Finish Detailing,
I bet.
Accelerated Motion
How
Photography,
many fucking people we got?
Mobile Dyno Masters,
I'm running out of things to say.
Terry's Transmission,
Thanks, Terry.
8-Bit Performance,
I bet.
AC Motorsports,
I bet.
Glory Days Tattoo,
I bet.
Logos Custom Embroidery,
I bet.
Esta Safety Park Drag Strip,
I bet.
Gwynn's Performance Automotive,
That's the man.
Uncle Chubby's and Clay,
Oh, I love that place.
Cooper's to Go,
I bet.
Dirty Dollars Racing, and of course everybody here who pitches in for the Tool Shed. And last but not least, I cannot leave this podcast without saying thank you, Rowdy Racing. Good night, everybody.
Scumbag!
I gotta pee. Excuse me.
3 hours, 1 minute.